never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, put your hand to the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light, ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah, but I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on this shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these shit I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to another Sunday Late Night Culture. That's right. Thank you. I appreciate it so very much. I don't know. Look, pardon our dust around here. We're about done renovating at this point, at least the studio so far. It's kind of like HGTV around here, but with less home improvement and worse jokes. Wow. Okay. Speaking of jokes, we got a great show. Speaking of jokes, we got a great show for you tonight, loaded with laughs and some questionable news. I'm not saying it's bad news, it's just maybe uncomfortable news, maybe not the news you would prefer to hear. And we're still getting on work, we're still working on more sponsors, so you might see a few familiar faces during the breaks, and maybe one or two that you don't. You know, it's kind of like that weird uncle who shows up uninvited to every family reunion and walks around sniffing all the kids. Thanks. All right, so it's been a busy week. So much news and so many embarrassing performances. It's kind of like our economy. Well, in a nutshell, anyway. No, thank you. A little Wall Street humor. I'm sure the audience gets that. So I found out about... Thank you. I found out about something called a pink tax. Yeah, a pink tax. Apparently, women pay more for everyday items just because they're, well, pink. Look, I have to say I was relieved because I don't wear pink, except maybe on Barbie Day, but what are the chances that that's going to happen again anytime soon? Okay. Look, I mentioned this particular fact to the boss, and she called me an idiot. And I'm like, well, sure, but why this time? And she came along and, made me realize that ladies think they pay more in taxes than men do. And they definitely think that they pay more for everyday stuff. I suggested that they buy men's razors. You know, you can save money if you buy men's products. Apparently, face razors and leg razors are somehow different. Who knew? Wow, I'm bombing. All right, let's see. How do we speed this up? Oh, in other news, thank you. In other news, it seems the normies have finally caught on that Disney has a bit of a dark side. I mean, go figure. Apparently, some guy named O'Keefe had some people use some hidden cameras to expose Disney executives. They were caught, you know, bragging about sneaking inappropriate content into kids' material. No wonder Sheriff Grady in Florida is always arresting Disney employees in those sting operations. I honestly, yeah, I know. Yeah, Sheriff Grady, great guy. I hope somebody brings this up at the next spirit cooking event so that, hey, Bob, how's that indoctrination coming along? That's terrible. Look, folks, I don't, wait, I did write these. Anyway, but hey, there's some good news on the, well, there's some good news on the Second Amendment front anyway. The liberal folks in New Mexico might be celebrating this week. You see, Alec Baldwin is in a pre-trial event for his court date. So he actually will be there on Monday. And I have to tell you, that's going to be a relief to a lot of folks. You've got, well, the opportunity to get a careless gun user off the street for 18 months. And, hey, I didn't know he was here. Anyway, there are going to be a few witnesses there, including, some people that were at the actual event. And if he does get convicted, it's 18 months. And maybe it'll get him to stop shooting off his mouth about politics. But, hey, First Amendment, right? And finally, thank you. Yeah, we still have one of those, which is why I can tell these terrible, terrible jokes. Yeah, Universal actually had a great weekend this weekend. Their Little Minions took the top spot at the box office, and of course they pushed Disney aside. I think it'll be a close race now between the two of them going into the end of the summer, with Deadpool and Wolverine probably coming in third place. But I bet Gru will figure out what to do with all those extra banana peels his minions leave behind. Right? Right? Thank you. Thank you. All right. Well, that's probably enough shenanigans for the evening. It looks like we need to hire some, thank you. It looks like we need to hire some actual comedy writers sometime soon. Clearly, I'm not cut out for this. But anyway, that's it for the week in pop culture. We're going to have a great show for you tonight, so stick around. Incredible lineup. And don't worry, I didn't write any of the other jokes later. Take it away, Tox.
This Pixel Entertainment Network international streaming service presentation is brought to you by Muffs Bar. Muffs along the Riverwalk has been a popular but hard-to-find pearl in the heart of San Antonio's Forest District. So popular, in fact, our little Muffs is growing. The new home to the biggest clams in the South is located at 6969 Kamanawanalia Boulevard in glistening Glaze City, Texas. Come by and let us flash you our new Muffs today. And remember, Muffs Bar, finger-licking good since 1969.
Hey, everybody. I made it. Thanks for joining us this evening. We've got a lot to talk about. We're going to start with our first subject with our panel. Our panel is going to grow and shrink throughout the evening. This will be a normal thing that
that's
happens.
what she said.
Anyway, yeah, that was early there. That was early. Yeah, so we've got...
I'm nothing but good at timing.
Okay, thanks, Tox. Yeah, so we've got inflation. That's it's insane. I mean, let's all be honest about it. And it seems to be hitting women harder than it is anybody else. That's because of the pink tax. And I made some jokes at the beginning of the show about it, but thank you. But there really is another thing that's starting to happen to ladies, and it's going to be our first story of the night. So let's jump into the panel part of the conversation.
What am I supposed to do?
That. All right.
That. Sorry.
Hey, everybody. Yeah, tonight we've got a great cast together so far. Myself, Tox, and Graham. How you doing, Grahamcast?
Hello, how you doing?
Hello, how are you doing? You're good. Everybody should know you have a channel. It's a heck of a channel, actually. You're doing well.
That's correct. Yeah, check me out on Grahamcast. I'm here. I'm pretty soon working on some things behind the scenes to get a weekly show coming up. So keep an eye out for that. You should just have some announcements sooner rather than later. Yes.
Right. Is it going to happen Sundays around 8:30?
I was actually going to start it Sunday at 8 o'clock on the dot.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Just wondered.
All right. Well, I guess I'm going to have to start earlier. Anyway, so I don't know. I just want to say thanks to everybody for being here. We've got, like I said, a story I want to share with everybody. I think this is kind of an important one because if inflation's affecting everybody, and apparently,
especially women.
Yeah, it's hitting them pretty hard. It looks like tampons are the latest victim of shrinkflation.
Oh no!
Ladies are saying. Makers say no way that they're being insidious. I disagree. If you look at this story, the FDA has actually approved a new spiral tampon shape so that the makers of feminine hygiene products don't have to use as much material. That's pretty wild, right?
Just another case of government inserting itself into where it shouldn't.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Well, I mean, literally, and this is a terrible joke, they're bleeding women dry.
Oh.
But, yeah, sorry.
God.
Look, and look, I'm not the one writing the bad jokes. This is the New York Post.
These were all mine. Yeah.
This is the New York Post saying, period, end of sentence. Tampons are shrinking. God. Yeah, I know, it's terrible. Tampons are shrinking as manufacturers seek to pad profits. Also terrible joke. A growing number of users are arguing, saying that they feel strung along. I didn't write this, folks. This is not me. This
Something about this article smells fishy.
Stop it. We have ladies in our audience. I have a large lady and ladies.
You have a large lady.
Dude.
Okay. All right.
We have also a large group of ladies in my audience. Come on now. All right.
I'm not saying nothing.
Good. Anyway, so even as experts insist that there's been no change at all. So in recent months, women old enough to know which type of products to use and when have been sharing they've been not doing well with their cotton things faster than usual. Some have even been seeking...
Sherry's not happy with me.
I'm sorry, dear. I'm sorry. Some have even been seeking out their healthcare providers, wondering if it's them or the product, which they suspect has been downsized, while prices have stayed the same. Well, actually, technically in 2022 and 23, the price of feminine hygiene products went up, but we won't go back that far. The alleged move is something called shrinkflation, and the issue has impacted scores of consumer products as stubborn inflation plagues the global economy. And that honestly was the whole point of actually bringing this article up, is that inflation has been affecting everybody for quite some time. And
I think the women should just clam up about this.
Oh, please stop. Please stop.
What?
Seriously, I have a large audience.
Oh, that's right.
That's made up of ladies. I am one of the few.
We did a commercial about Sherry slamming clam, so I figured we might be able to
get away with one.
There is a
thought I could just slip that in there.
I found out about called free bleeding.
I don't want to. Okay, stop. That's not the direction I wanted to go with this. I wanted to talk about inflation. So this is where we're at. So a lot of ladies say, I thought it was just me, to the point that where I brought it up to my doctor.
It's because I have an STD. Sorry.
Stop it.
Sorry. Go ahead.
So,
what?
Look, the 35-year-old questioned if she was going through bodily changes until she saw other ladies complaining online of the same issue. It's insidious, but not surprising. The companies would just make their products smaller to make us spend more money.
All right. Now, I have 2 daughters and a wife.
Yeah.
If you don't tell them that you're shrinking the size, which will, no matter what, shrink the absorption capability of the product. That is an indication of certain conditions that are very critical. So when they see what they think is an increased flow, because the product size has changed. I mean, it's not like this is a candy bar, right? So back when I was young, Snickers bar was just giant thing. And then now it's like fun size, what they used to call fun size. So yeah, I 100% get this. The prices are staying the same. You're going to spend twice as much raising a daughter as you are raising a son. And that's because the clothing, there's less. If you think inflation's hitting them here, clothing, there's less cloth in women's clothing, but they cost twice as much for the most part than men's clothing.
I thought it was because car accidents were expensive.
Oh, there it is. Oh, I just hit you for all the women in the world, even though it's true, and I'm fist bumping you behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Actually, if Brahma were here, he would be able to tell us that the demographic that has the most automobile accidents is a mother with a second child. Yeah. Not for one child, the second child, because they are trying to learn how to juggle the two and drive and do all at the same time. That's usually where you have the most accidents. Wow. Because of that.
I did not know that. But I also didn't know that the pink tax is kind of a thing. And you know, to move this conversation forward a little bit more in a less juvenile way, the pink tax, when was the last time you bought something pink? The pink tax is a phenomena that impacts women on everyday purchases simply because they're women. I knew you were going to do that. Companies have been proven to not only charge more for items marked at women instead of men, but the feminine versions often come in smaller quantities, which can add to the overall sting. It's estimated that women pay almost $3 more for razors alone. And that's why I kind of use that joke. Because, and folks, we're going to get to super chats and gifted memberships in just a minute, as soon as we wrap this up. But I wanted to jump. I wanted to, yeah. Anyway, but why can't you use a dude's razor? I mean, I'm serious. This is one of those nights that I've been trying to get, ladies to join this panel. And, I just want an answer. If you out there in the chat could say that, I would I would appreciate it. Thank you, Twisted Reality. But what is it? Why do my face razors cost like nothing, and lady razors cost like $11 billion?
Well, so things are shrinking, and that's kind of like the new normal. That's pretty. Hey, honey, my wiener's normal size now.
Yeah.
So now we're it's good. That's good news. Good news for everyone.
Yeah, I'm actually stuck.
That's why women are bad at math, because men tell them that this is 6 inches when it's actually 3.
Well, I mean,
math.
Math.
Hey, look, you can say you have.
If I include the balls, it's 5.
Yeah, look, if you say you have 10 and it's centimeters, what's the difference? So anyway, so.
Oh, that was good. That was really good.
That's right. So the whole point being is that apparently this happens across the board. Plus, ladies use makeup and all these other products, so they end up paying more for just everyday care, plus the taxes on the items that they're buying. There actually are. This is a weird thing. There actually is a company. What do you call them? Nonprofit that actually helps ladies buy their feminine care stuff, which I didn't know about until today. I learned an awful lot today. Wasn't quite ready for what I learned, but I'm not the only one talking about this, because apparently this is being talked about everywhere, including in the UK. Now, strangely enough, let me put the new article in place here.
Oh, was I supposed to be doing that?
No, it's fine. I got it.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm kind of curious. So, when we're looking at the prices, and they say, well, just because it's a lady's item, they tend to pay a little bit more. which when
Right.
it comes to clothing and stuff, I have no idea. I don't have any level of frame of reference for that. So
Right.
sure, it could be true. But for instance, when I go to the barber and I say, as a baldman myself, I say, hey, just buzz the head. I would like you to, shape up my beard, give me this certain length of beard, and then I'm good to go. And it's $30 plus a tip, right? My girlfriend goes to get her hair done and she's there for 3 hours and there's coloring and there's all of this nonsense going on behind the scenes. And then she says, well, it only cost me $200. So I'm curious, at what
Right.
point is it just, we're looking at equal cost of goods and ladies tend to pay more? Or is it just the actual process that causes them to pay more?
So with the girls that I had, and my wife, Mrs. Flew, was in apparel. They call it a vanity tax. And they charge it because they can get away with it. That's the thing.
Well, I mean, I understand you pay taxes on goods that you buy at a store. I mean,
Right.
I get it. But I mean, to be fair, I'm one of those men that I don't think you should wear a lot of makeup. I don't like it. I don't think you need to.
Except if you're a woman of the night and you're covering up your C-section scars.
Well, I'm not talking about any of those things, but I am talking about, I get it if you want to go out and look your best. Of course, 6, you have the ability to be in here right now if you choose. You always have a link. This is funny because ITV over in the UK was talking about this very thing, reminding the coupon king over there, Jordan Cox, about this so-called pink tax. And Kat basically said the pink tax on razors that had attracted attention, a term that refers to the practice of charging more for products and services marketed to women. In contrast, the similar lower cost products for men. And I'm going to continue to ask this question, ladies. You can put the answer in the chat in plain text. I'll look at it. But what is this? I mean, Dearest, you're right. This was a topic 6 years ago, maybe. Not that I caught, but I'm curious. What is this? It seems like Cynthia says that. Cynthia says, you can use men's cheap razors, but you have to be more careful than when you do the multi-bladed. Flexible head razors, to my experience, you bought men's when you were... I understand, Cynthia, and that's the thing. You can buy men's decent razors, because we have multi-blades, flexible multi-blades, and they're still not as expensive.
Well, the Dollar Shave Club quality went down.
Yeah.
I switched to Barbasol razors because they were cheaper at Menards. But I use the 6 blades.
The price of razors is ludicrously expensive for what it is. It is easily one of the most marked up items that you can possibly find at the grocery store, right? So what I had done probably about 3 years ago now is I got one of those super old school single razor replaceable. So the only thing I need to do is I just have to buy a pack of 5 to 10 replaceable razors, and every 3 or 4 times I shave, then I just replace that, and it makes it so much easier. It saves tons of money. So there are ways around it. I think it's just the marketing. Look, when the marketing is so brilliant that people think that they can justify paying damn near double what something should be, or even more than that, then hey, you know what? If their marketing is good enough that nobody's going to realize it and nobody's going to do anything good on them, it's the consumer at that point. Like, it's they can choose an alternate route. They just don't.
Well, okay, and with that being said, it's not. Everything is getting hit right now with inflation, and again, I kind of want to jump into this because it really does prove my point in that in this article here, as I put it up on the screen.
Are you guys still talking about tampons? Because I'm here to tell you that you're making the audience very uncomfortable.
We're talking about inflation now.
Oh,
so yeah, so Americans
tampons inflating.
Actually, no, there's shrinkflation for that. But anyway, so Americans were hit with record high July 4 cookout costs thanks to the rampant inflation. They blame it on an individual, which I'm inclined to do because I have another article you'll see in a minute. But prices of individual goods, thank you. Thank you. But prices of individual goods have increased dramatically nationwide just this year. So it looks like you used to pay about you're paying 30% more for your 4th of July cookout, you're running up a bill of $71.22 for a 10-person cookout.
That is a conservative estimate on that cost. It was $45 for a pack of hot dogs, a pack of burgers, some buns, and basic condiments for just 2 of us. It was crazy.
Well, and again, if you make the hamburgers yourself and you're not all bougie like you there, Graham, where you have to buy the patties already made, but if you make your own, it's still for 2 pounds of ground beef, depending upon the quality of it, is still $12.77 on average.
Right.
So, yeah.
You know, Oklahoma, where I grew up, they had this thing called the onion burger. And this is from a very long time ago, 100 years, 70, 100 years ago. And ground beef was so expensive, they would chop up onions, which were everywhere.
Yes. And were cheap.
And they would use that to extend the ground beef. And it became a state, kind of the state food, I guess you could say.
And a lot of people like them. I mean, and then they would do that, and then they would mix in like Lipton soup mix and other things, and they would try to just get that to go larger and larger. They would add more things to the burger to add more filler.
Oatmeal and shit.
But in 2021, that same 10-person meal was $59.55. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Groceries and everything is off the chart. But
yeah,
we need some levity.
Joe.
You are worthless, Alec Baldwin. You are worthless, Alec Baldwin. You failed in every way, and now my stock in you has fallen.
Wait, can you
your
say that?
career is starring, and you're worthless, Alec Baldwin. That's why I blew your head off, and your children are all boring.
Tom.
What?
I have a perfect segment for that to be played.
I know you do. That's why I want to be.
You beat me to it.
Shit.
All right, so we have one last part of this story I want to get to. It's kind of actually important. So with that being said, we find out that our government leaders, those people who are actually in charge of seeing if we should be paying as much as we do, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen, Janet Yellen, as I get rid of this, boom, when asked if she goes grocery shopping and if she has felt sticker shock because grocery prices are up double digits. And Yellen, who happens to be how is this lady worth $20 million? She's dumb as a box of rocks. Anyway.
Well, I would say someone in her position only being worth $20 million proves that she's dumb as a box of rocks.
Also true. So,
if she was a man, she would be worth 30% more.
Okay.
Well, remember even before all this inflation when...
right.
What's her face? Mrs. Iron Man went out and was like, I can live off of what people live off of on food stamps. And then like 2 days later, she's like, I can't live off of what people live on food stamps. Like, it was like she had a huge awakening of like how much food actually costs and shit.
Yeah.
Didn't you get your Corvette on food stamps?
I don't know if Tom
We're
knows.
Supposed to tell anybody that.
Yeah. I
Oh,
don't know
sorry.
if he knows he still has Biden voice on. But so grocery prices are up double digits. And isn't sticker shock? It's sticker shock, isn't it? Just when you look at shipping costs, those have come down, but global food commodity prices have come down a little, but food prices are still high. And,
now, before you do, she looked, oh my God.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, you need to warn people before you do that.
Sorry.
Oof.
So without letting the interviewer finish her question, bluntly, Yellen responded, no. I think largely it reflects the cost increases, including labor costs, grocery firms have experienced, and there may be some increases in margins. I don't think there's any increase in the margin. I think that the groceries are probably just trying to keep them the same. And I think that you have employee prices that have gone up artificially because of, other contributing factors. But if you want to talk about inflation or anything else, the number one culprit is fuel costs. Fuel costs drive up every other cost in the grocery store or in anything else.
Come on down to Biden Mart where you pay 3 times as much for everything as you should. That's right. We've got bananas. They're not 30 cents a pound. No, they're not even 69 cents a pound. You're paying $2.39 a pound. Hamburger at $1 a pound. Psst, try 6. How about gas? Let's go to gas instead of $2 a gallon like you had under that alley cat guy. Well, fuck that. Now we're going to crank this shit up. $5 a gallon, kids.
Ooh.
Let's go.
And you better attack Social Security.
Yeah,
that's right.
You better. All right. Well, interestingly,
It's like I killed Medicaid.
You did kill it. Yes, we agree. All right, so
Alec Baldwin.
I have to ask, and we need to get to the audience's response here because a lot of them did respond. But I just want to say,
you are worthless, Alec Baldwin.
It's true. But I just want to say that inflation's killing people, and we need to. Yes, we need
BMO
to.
Better on the Rumble side says fudgeba. I don't get it.
I agree. Yeah, apparently
You'll pay more for our chicken eggs at Biden Mart than you will for an actual woman's egg. Trust me on that one.
Okay. So anyway, BMO Beta, low spec, everybody over on the Green Machine, thank you. I appreciate it. And Zed here is there. But okay, over here on do you guys want to respond to wrap up this subject? Because I need to get to the supers and acknowledge all the.
Please get to the supers.
Inflation is bad. I want cheap gas. End of story.
Right.
And women do get screwed on pricing.
Oh, there's no doubt about it.
I already knew this.
I think Tina pointed out in the chat that ladies pay more for their haircuts, and I'm like, it's the same hair. Why is that? Yeah.
Because they go to a beauty salon instead of just a regular place where they're like, just go in and you pay the guy $20 and he chops your hair.
To try to convince my girlfriend to go to the barber shop down the street to get her haircut. That's
barber
not
shop,
yeah.
All right.
She's like, excuse me, I cannot go to the barber shop.
All right. Well, jumping on our wonderful gifties, we got 5 Culture Casino memberships from our good friend Scott Westbrook. Thank you, Scott.
Why don't you have your go to a goddamn barber shop? Because I ain't.
Wow.
Please.
That's right.
That was Tanisha.
Please, Tanisha, let me get through the super chat.
No, that's what I'm here for, is to make this a living hell for you.
Thank you. Dr. Megatron was one of the recipients, so was Morning Haze. Frank was a recipient, Jonathan Conroy, and of course, Nearsighted Cyclops. Thank you. Thank you very much, Scott. That's very generous. We appreciate you. Pamela Dunham upgraded her membership. She is now a gold member. Gold member. I need to get a thing for that. Anyway,
what?
People upgrade. Gold member.
The Austin Powers movie?
Yeah, but no, the song. Like just like a
stinger.
Oh, you need a gold. You need that. Okay.
Yeah. All right, we got another super duper chat. Tox.
I've starred them all. You want me to do that?
He wants you to be his little slave.
I thought you were going to produce. Anyway.
I am producing. I'm watching your chat, watching them say how uncomfortable they were.
Oh, good.
And then saying they weren't uncomfortable.
Okay, good.
And I think there were some men in the chat who were educated.
Oh.
I'm just going to say that. Which one are you on now? Oh, there it is. I see it. You've got it highlighted. That's very nice of you.
I know. SFXF314 Sabretooth Raptor for 5 Culture Cash, which I appreciate. He says, horror movie or comedy idea? Mexican Iron Man stars in the movie The Elf Under the Stairs. Or Elf is in the House.
Here, kitty. Ah!
I think that'd be great. Alf starts calling Mexican Iron Man, and the cops say, he's in the house.
He's in the house.
All right, fair enough. Thank you, SFXF3. That's a great idea. I love it. Ruby Hoove gifted a Culture Casino membership. Thank you, Tox. Should beat me to it. And the lovely Peach Fan Ann got the gift. Thank you.
Nice.
Okay, this is a question for Tox. John Coleman says for $2, 2 culture coins, 2 culture cash, according to Eric K, says, is that bar real? I'm an hour away from Glaze City.
No, it is not real. However, you can buy the shirt at beachpunk.us, Muffs Bar, Taste Paradise. That is the shirt.
Yeah.
Go
ahead.
So when I write some of the stuff that supposedly is comedy, I think it's funny. No one else does, but I think it's funny. I like to use a site that shows me lewd city names in the United States. And one of them came up for Texas was Glaze City, Texas. And I'm like, so it's about muff diving, glazing. Okay. And so I picked Glaze City, Texas.
If you ever want to take a road trip, go to Melbourne, Kentucky. The zip code is 42069.
42069 right there, baby. Yep. Well, I mean, 6969 Kamana Wanalea Boulevard. has been a real address for many people, just not anything that's in the postal system.
There you go. But honestly, you know what, John? Send an email to Tox, and he will send you a discount coupon for Beachfront.
Toxic Man Flu at toxicmanflu.com.
Yep.
You need to figure out where this one is at. Tox, share
Oh,
my
no. Oh, yeah. Great balls.
Wow. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is
Boner
East-
and Great Balls.
Oh.
What is that behind it?
That is a travel plaza.
Travel Plaza.
Exxon.
Okay.
That's where you meet up with Boner and Great Balls.
I bet.
At the Travel Plaza.
You just tap your foot twice.
Yeah. What do they call those?
That's where you go to access
There it
the
is.
glory hole.
That's terrible, Doc.
Glorious glory hole.
All
It's
right.
what?
Anyway,
So that was Great Boner, right?
Moving right along.
Great. It was Boner, Great Balls.
Great balls.
East.
Who was looking?
There's a west.
Anyway, eat Clay Thomason for $5 culture cash. There, I'll get used to it.
There's a Great Wood, Texas, but I don't see Great Balls. I gotta find that one.
I think it's probably Great Falls and somebody changed the beta in it.
Oh,
Or
I see
enough
what
to
they
be-
did. Are you still trying to get through Super Chats?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
and I'm
sorry.
doing my job, so.
Yeah. Eat Clay Thompson for $5 says Ray Charles flying a B-17 couldn't have bombed something worse than what you did with the monologue. Ouch.
I heard.
Okay,
You
no,
need to
wait
help.
a second. So if Ray Charles flying a B-17 couldn't have bombed something worse, does that mean that you actually did well?
Yes.
Is this a double negative thing that Clay has said?
I am taking this as a compliment of high order.
Especially come from me, Clay.
Your jokes landed like airplanes in Pearl Harbor.
Oh.
They landed like Ray Charles would land a plane.
Yeah.
Your jokes landed like Lizzo doing a high dive.
Are you calling
Which
me
is-
are you calling me a zero pilot?
Which is why you need to have me help you punch up your
Yeah, fair enough. You know what? My plane stopped working, so I got Godzilla.
That's what she said.
Never underestimate making up words too, by the way.
Hey, you. I'm
That's
working on
very cromulent of you.
Oh, gosh.
it. Okay. Oh my goodness! What the heck, ladies and gentlemen? Special guest tonight.
Oh my god.
Comics division.
He's slumming it with us.
Hi,
Yeah,
comics.
Totally slumming it. What's up? What's up, guys?
Hey,
We should have been here for the tampon discussion.
Yeah, you missed it.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It was good.
I'm sure I missed nothing.
It was great.
Well, those tampons sure did because they were shrinkage.
Ugh, that's a shrinkage. Hey, you know what? You need to tell her. You need to tell her that you were in the pool. There was shrinkage. Anyway.
For shrinkage. Does she know about shrinkage?
Does she know about It's a great site.
They do on the Acolyte.
Oh, boy.
I'll read this from Walter Tomaszewski. OT
Walter.
panel. Will patrons of live entertainment change so much that rides and amusement parks in 25 years or so will become passé?
Well,
Well-
if the WEF gets what they want, all your vacations will be virtual.
All
You can go
right.
anywhere.
Yeah, that's true. I was working for a company that was co-founded by Al Gore, and I didn't know that. And then when I went into the office and I saw the two founders and Al Gore hanging out with some of the guys from the World Economic Forum, and I was like, I gotta fucking quit this job. And I
How long ago was that?
Probably like a year ago, a year
Wow.
and a half ago.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like straight up. You guys have a picture in the CEO's office with like Klaus Schwab, and you have a bunch of different awards from them. I can't be here anymore, and I like immediately started my my long exit.
Damn.
Crazy.
Thank you, Stuttering Guitarist, for being here. I appreciate it. Sorry I didn't get the chance to say hi sooner. Be safe. Have a good night. But answering this question, though, yes, if Disney goes about destroying any interest in any attraction because they're shoving agenda bologna sausage in it and downgrading everything that they touch, then yes, they people will not go there. There might be some theme parks they will go to. I would say Epic Universe is about to go bananas. Speaking of bananas, we have a story about that later on in the show. So stick around, folks. This is not starred, but it's worth saying. Luis Messina says, CC, do you shave your legs? No. I'm very hairy. Ask Comics. He knows.
Prove it.
And how does Comics know?
I have no idea why he's including me in this.
Because we've roomed together several times, and you said, "Wow, you have really nice but hairy legs," and I said, "Thank you."
Was that like a prison thing?
No, it was like a hotel thing. We go to meetups together.
No, it's a gay thing.
It's not a gay thing.
Okay.
This last time he was able to get his own bedroom, though, so that's the only way to fly. Let me tell you, dude snored like a saw blade. Rob Alta says 3 is the new 10.
Well, it's a
Yes.
good thing because it means I don't get the. Well, I mean, for you at least, I no longer get to hold a knife to your throat while you're sleeping.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh yeah,
I heard
Is
that
it one of
turns him
those-
on.
it does.
Might.
It does.
Is it a chef's knife or is it like one of those Sendoku knives or whatever?
I don't even know
Box
what.
cutter.
Oh, box
I've-
cutter.
I've never-
Whatever's best for
I
killing
don't think,
people.
by
Not
the way,
really.
YouTube
in
this
Minecraft.
Thank you. Yeah, this is all in Minecraft. But the lovely Peter Venkman fan site says, I buy my shirts from the men's department because that's where the cool stuff is. I agree with you. If every lady did that, then all these fashion houses would be out of business. Out of business. Don't buy into the lie, ladies.
Well, it doesn't help that a lot of the men's clothes have such a gay leaning now that I can't find pants that don't look gay anymore.
Well, I was at Target not too long ago, and there was a really cool Jurassic Park button-up. Unfortunately, they didn't have my size, but if there was a young lady who approached me wearing a Jurassic Park button-up, I would fall for her immediately. So
Wait a minute.
not a terrible plan.
Wait a minute. You have a lady that you live with.
She's in the other room.
Okay. I was going to say.
How do you
better
know
give her
that's
one of
not
those.
how they met?
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that would have been a better finish to that story.
Okay, so Jurassic Park is one of my favorites, and I did go see the Nashville Symphony Orchestra perform with the
cool.
movie live.
Yeah.
And at the intermission, I tried to make a joke. There was this group of girls standing in the concession line, and I was standing behind them, and I just, this was right after the lawyer got eaten off of the toilet, and I walked up and I said, when I was a kid, I was scared of the dinosaurs. Now that I'm an adult, I'm scared of the lawyer. And they just kind of stared at me. And I just pulled the Jim Carrey and I said, well, see you later. And I walked away. It was awful. Scarred for life.
I'm so sorry. That's awful.
Uncle Albert. All right, we're back to it. Comics. You smell different when you're awake.
Great.
Oof, rough. But honestly, 6, you have an open invite and a link. I don't know why you weren't here. Argentum, another lady's hearing from. More work.
Yeah, I got to
goes
go
into
digging in my
this.
emails every time I want to come on the show.
You don't have to. You have a link.
Yeah, when you sent in my email like 10 million years ago. Because my only every time I try to bookmark EBS, it's whichever one I'm signed into last. So it's either you or Comics.
Okay, I blame Comics. Yeah, they should put prizes inside tampon boxes like a Cracker Jack box. Okay, did we already get to that one? And
They're
if
called Cracker Jills.
okay,
Well, this is the
great.
situation where the prize is on the outside.
All right. Five culture cash from our good friend Jay. The only letter in the alphabet you need, only letter in the alphabet you need to know for 5 culture cash says, show me your natural face. Let me get used to it, because if I choose you, I'll be waking up to it forever. Well, look, I think most ladies are beautiful and they don't need to add a bunch of stuff. That's just me.
Whatever makes the woman feel comfortable. I am for that.
Okay. But so the question is, okay, all right, we're going to start fire. We may not get to other subjects. Well, we are, but we will. I'll force it. But I got to ask this question to the audience now with that statement being made. Is makeup for men or for women? And I'm not talking about wearing it. I'm asking the question. Why?
I would say it depends on which time period you live in.
And if they're
Now,
actual lesbos
this
or
modern
not.
time period, no, it's not.
No, it's not what? No, it's not for men?
For men.
It's not for women? Who's
Not
it
for men.
It's for women.
It's for women.
Okay, so women are making up their face for other women.
Are they?
Did you not see the Acolyte?
Dude, I saw some dude with scars on his back get completely eyeballed groped. It was weird.
By me.
Mm-hmm.
Less gay Ezra Miller was like assaulted with visually. I'm just saying.
She gave him a predatory gaze.
There it is.
Yeah,
Ooh, that was good.
I need an answer here, ladies, if you have one. And thank you, Ruby Hoo, for being here. All the ladies that stuck it out because we were trying to help with the ignorance of the male gland, the male of the species. Who is makeup for?
I don't know too many dudes that would see a woman whose face is caked in makeup and think that makes her look better.
Okay.
Right. But I don't know the first thing about makeup. So maybe like there's tons of makeup that goes into looking natural. I don't know.
I'm reading the ladies' responses. Cynthia Carter says for women. Argentum for women. Who else?
Tina
is out there?
Guzman.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I misunderstood your question. I thought you were talking about wearing makeup. What is makeup for, men or women? Okay. Now, you're talking about women wearing makeup. Who are they wearing it for, men or women?
Like for other women, or to like make themselves feel better.
Yeah, it's Lasher says I say both. Men want pretty, women and want attention.
Mm-hmm. The only ones who wear makeup for men are trans men or women, whatever they are, and they're just trying to,
I don't know.
Drag.
Comics wears makeup all the time.
And
we weren't supposed to tell anybody that. That was in the NDA.
I'm sorry, Fox. Was that another one of your failed jokes?
Yes, all my jokes are
Oh
failures.
my god!
Weird.
Tox.
That's why I have to work for you for free to tell them.
Tox. Ian is sensitive about that. Okay.
He is.
The power of.
Wait, his name's Ian?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Power of two.
That's why his new hats say
many.
Ian K on them.
Come on, let's screw.
Yeah, Cynthia, that's one thing. One of my girls had a lot of problems with breakouts and stuff and things with the makeup, and another one that was allergic to some of the stuff that's in there. So Mrs. Flu has allergies, so we have to be careful with things that are in the makeup and what she wears. But she's on camera, right, for her job, so she's got to have certain makeup and stuff keep shining stuff on. It's there for the camera.
Right, but you've read, right, that makes a lot of sense. But if you read the ingredients in makeup, all of it, any of it, one of it, just pick it up and look at it. You're like, what are all these unpronounceable things? Oh, some of these may not be great for me. Oh, what is the dermis? It's the largest organ in your body.
Yeah, there's a reason why they test on animals. Just throwing that out there.
Mm-hmm. To see if you're going to get allergic to them.
Yep.
All right. Anyway, I just, that question still bothers me. I want a panel of ladies. This is why I'm trying to get a ladies' night here on the show, which will run exactly the same with somebody that's funny.
I mean, actually pretty genius though. They sell makeup and then they turn around and they have to sell makeup remover.
Yes.
That's like, hey, that's
with cotton swabs for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Back to super chats, guys, because I'm losing my mind. All right. Whoa. Why is my mouse not working? There we go.
I don't know.
You already lost it a long time ago.
Tox, you're supposed to do this. Westfield 90 for 5 Culture Casino cash says, and yet the Dems will win easily in November, as shown by the leftists won big in the UK and France.
Yep.
People vote to double down on their misery. I'm not sure I agree with that thoroughly. I will say that it's because of the double cycle in France that doesn't help, and because of the do-nothings that were in power for 6 years in the UK, with
14.
With a W, well, yes, but I mean, I'm talking about the WEF compromised
Right, the Conservative Party got thrown out after 14 years, so you kind of figure that that's just a referendum because things are so bad.
Well,
but in the French case, the right-wing party or whatever it was going to win, but then they pulled some shenanigans and ended up having the votes and stuff that they did. That's why the parliamentary system is so bad.
Yeah, it's pretty awful.
It's really a horrible form of government. So it's better than having just the monarch. But I mean, at this point, get off the Magna Carta and come over to a constitutional republic.
I really, that would change everything in the UK if they got rid of the parliamentary system.
Mm-hmm.
Ranked government is baloney sausage because you almost never get.
Well, that's how Sarah Palin didn't win up in Alaska.
Yeah.
They spent a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of money on that one.
Trying to keep her out. But yes, Lou, I do need a loud sports coat. I will go find one. Jason Sandberg for 2 Culture Casino cash says, how about virtual immigration? Can we get that? I agree.
Oh, yeah.
Was that like if I'm hanging out in London with my VR goggles?
Yeah, that's exactly like that.
Yeah. And then the government and the government's going to give you money and a place to live.
I think she's got a point.
Ruby Hoof always has a point. She's great for 5 Culture Casino cash. Says, if you get tired of the black jacket, try a zoot suit. I might have access to a zoot suit, and then I will riot.
I was just going to say you'll start a riot.
The cherry poppin' daddies, huh?
Thank you for the 5 Culture cash. Sorry it took us so long.
1990s called They Want Your Joke Back.
Yeah, it's one of the sexiest band names other than Chumbawamba.
What now?
What?
I thought Jamiroquai.
What about him?
I thought that was a sexy.
That's virtual insanity.
That's what I thought. The future's made up. Okay, let's get done. Anyway, sorry it took so long to get here. Tom did not help. And we're off. So we got another subject. But first, we got another
time for Alec Baldwin.
Almost.
Alec Baldwin.
Look, we always have to have sponsors on the show because nobody gives us. Well, you guys give us money, but that's it. So I have to pay Tom and Comics and now Graham and Tox. I throw like fish at, and he's fine. Anyway, first commercial. We'll be right back.
Oh, you did bail me out of jail.
Neighbors bothering you with their loud music?
You know what's in there?
Your boss or coworker harassing you?
Wait, what? Who said that?
Maybe you have a roommate who cries in their sleep. Bully Mays here with a solution that proves every problem has a mortality rate. Introducing Shank Crate, your all-in-one monthly subscription box that can take care of those in-your-face issues. Each box contains new and unique materials for you to build your very own custom shank.
Oh my gosh.
And for your protection, the contents of each box are totally secret until you receive it. And not only does it create solutions, it also serves as a creative outlet, like an adult form of Lego.
Oh yeah. Right? That is a literal knife's edge.
Maybe you, like some of our other customers, have questions.
Can I bring it to school?
Who's ever heard of a pencil not being allowed at school?
Can you store it in a pocket?
Absolutely.
What if you don't, have any pockets?
Your discretion. Whether you're conscientious about the earth or just not opposed to being a good steward of the environment, each Shank Crate and its contents are made of 100% recycled materials to make sure we're environmentally friendly. And if you order now, we'll be extra sensitive to the environment and keep all the original fingerprints on the items for your convenience. All for the low cost of $19.99 a month. Call 626-831-9333 to get your Shank Crate today. If you call now and secure your monthly subscription for only $19.99, you'll get your very own alibi insurance for those slightly stickier situations. But wait again, there's even more. To be inclusive, culturally respectful, and as patriotic as possible, each monthly box is themed after a unique prison in the US of A. So call 626-831-9333 now to get your very own unique, patriotic, and environmentally friendly Shank Crate with your own personal alibi insurance.
Hey everybody, thanks for coming back. Yeah, just load that commercial. Good stuff. All right. Wow. We are back. We are off and running. We got more to talk about. Now we have to talk about the main question, which is Disney exposing kids to sex. It's a valid question. It's a valid question, and I think we all know the answer. And I have 3 stories pulled aside for just such an occasion. And again, there's a reason this is a late night show. It's so we can talk about things that might be on the razor's edge of suitability, at least if younger ears are around. So let's jump into it with the amazing panel we have assembled, including Tom. So here we go.
3 stories. That's a tall house.
It is. It's a big one.
Did you just say including Tom like I'm nobody?
No, that was promoting you.
No, Tom, you had it right.
Would you like including or featuring?
That was humor.
Would you like? I doubt it.
Or facsimile of it.
All right. Normally I get crickets at this point.
That's right.
Give me strength, please. Give me strength tonight.
Alec Baldwin.
You are worthless, Alec Baldwin. You are worthless, Alec
We'll get there.
What the heck is that?
All right. Well, we're going to show it to the audience now. Disney.
Ah!
Yeah. There
What?
you go.
Gee whiz.
Tom, I did not know.
It's just a sweet transvestite from transsexual Transylvania.
Why do I feel like I've seen this musical?
That's a manual transmission if I've ever seen one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate your humor, but there's certain things you can't talk about nor joke about on the tube.
Talking about cars.
Oh, shit.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Anyway, Disney executive admits he wants children to see LGBTQ content. John did not pull any punches in this one, kids. So over there at That Park Place, you can find this article that talks about during...
My uncle went to jail for that.
Really?
My uncle's still...
Not really. It was a joke. But yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, I thought it was share time with Tom. Anyway, so, during an undercover sting conducted by James O'Keefe and his O'Keefe Media Group, one of O'Keefe's journalists said, I despise those kind of people that want to accuse Disney of making sure children are well presented. But I also want children to see alphabet content.
See, that's the problem is there's a but, right? Which means they're acknowledging that they're doing just that thing they just said.
Yes.
It's like, when you say, I don't mean to be rude, but...
Except...
I'm not racist, but...
Well,
And then you end up being rude. I think I just muted comics accidentally.
I don't know. It felt like he fell down a large...
I think he fell down a large hole.
Yeah.
He might have fallen down something.
All right. Speaking of falling down
Didn't
things,
have a big enough tampon.
that wasn't even the person. That's not the executive. That was the journalist that asked that question that way, so he could get this response from this Gurnani guy. Yeah, of course. That's the unspoken thing. Later in the video, Gurnani revealed a current project he was working on, so big current projects that will take up the rest of 4 or 5 months will be Pride. We'll have Pride campaign across Disney and television. He also discussed how Disney has their Pride nights in the parks. Now, mind you, Pride goes back a very long time in the parks, and they weren't called Pride nights, they were called gay nights or gay days. And gay days, you would indicate that we were a part of this group by wearing a red shirt. They started all the way back in 1991. They were not even started by Disney. They were started by travel companies and other people that were allowing and trying to organize community events for gay people. That's what they were. That's how they started out. And it wasn't until we got towards the 2000s that things changed. And, I've gone through this story multiple times with people, exactly how it evolved. And the fact that Disney just leaned into it because it was a huge boon for their theme park business. So on the theme park business side of things, they were able to collect more revenue. Now, we'll go into this. So I'm not sure that they brought on the program yet, but they just started doing these Pride nights. Last year was the first one. This is a lie and inaccurate. Before this, every Pride night was a third-party partnership with Disney. That's an actual truth. So maybe what he was describing was that Disney is actually doing it without any outside parties. That would be a first. Maybe that's what he's talking about. They would bring it in, Disney would help, but now Disney is doing it themselves. It's a big step. So that confirms it, if that's true. O'Keefe's reporting confirms that the Walt Disney Company has not abandoned its goal to advance the alphabet agenda, as the company's CEO Bob Iger claimed in April, which he did. During the company's annual shareholder meeting, Iger was asked by an alleged shareholder, is it possible for Disney to stay out of political and social agenda and just provide entertainment? And he replied, our job is to entertain first and foremost, and By telling great stories, we continue to have a positive impact on the world and inspire future generations. Wow, I can't talk to
Yeah, that's a fucking lie.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Disney has always been and will continue to be a source of hope, joy, optimism for all people of all ages. Liar.
It's no surprise because like everybody knows that fruity dudes love Disneyland. So it's like, if they're going to be having third-party companies come in and organize these nights, Disney's going to look and be like, hey, how can we monetize that? So now you see it in the parks. It's like, we know what's up.
Yeah. No, I think everybody does. And to continue on real quickly, we got two more stories I want to touch on because Disney's not getting away from this ever. Anything that they've been saying has been a lie. We're committed to telling stories that reflect the world around us and using those stories to entertain stories from all walks of life. I assert, I believe we have a responsibility to do good in the world. No, you have the responsibility to entertain people and not be evil. He then declared, but we know our job is not to advance any kind of agenda. Good, except...
That's a lie.
So as long as I'm on the job, I'm going to continue to be guided by a sense of decency and respect. We will and we will always trust our instincts. Your instincts suck, Bob. They're terrible. Anyway, anybody have anything else to add to that one? Because I'm torqued.
Yeah, it's easy. They're full of shit.
Yeah.
They're trying to say face. They're trying to say they're making correction. It's not true. It's a lie.
Yeah.
I was talking to one of my friends about the Acolyte the other day and how there was, the idea of seeing the big villain like completely nude and all of the implied sexuality there. And what he had said to me was, well, but what about Princess Leia in the, incredibly famous bikini outfit that she was wearing? Isn't that sexuality in Star Wars? And I was like, well, there's a difference between a lady dressed in a sexy outfit and a dude hanging dong. Like, those are two very different things. One of them is a little bit more, clearly past the line, right?
Well, and one of them actually serviced the plot, right? Because like when Princess Leia was captured, Jabba lost his slave girl and he made her his slave girl. And that's the reason why she was in the bikini. I mean, and ultimately, people forget this too. While wearing the bikini, she strangled Jabba the Hutt to death.
Oh, I remember that. It's one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah.
I thought that was a feminist.
Hey, look, Nicki Minaj has proved to me that girls can take advantage of men while they drug them.
Yep. Yes.
Or choke them out. Something.
Wow.
Like, I don't have any money, so why can't I get drugged? It's free. I'm just there for the free drugs, baby.
You're married. You don't get to use that ever again.
Drugs?
No.
No jokes.
Hanging dong.
Oh, wow. Anyway. We're joined by a panelist of Blue Persuasion. How are you today, Charlie?
Oh, I'm doing good. Sorry I'm late. I was down at the Gentleman's Club, and I had to pay my tab, and it was in nickels, so it took yeah.
That's a lot.
Hey, were they hot nickels? Hot nickels?
Well, they were in my pocket, so they were pretty warm.
Yeah. Did you carry them in a sock?
Sure. Well, it's more like a jock strap thing.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, like a sheath,
How is inflation affecting the cost of lap dances nowadays?
Oh, boy.
Oh, you don't want to know. It's bad. It's bad. There was a one-eyed toothless girl, and she was still double the price. It was ridiculous.
Oh, man, you got ripped off.
Yeah. Well, she's on the dental plan, right?
I think they had to cut the dental plan, actually, because...
Okay. Randy Thoto says Nichols. She's cute. There you go. All right. There you are. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Nichols.
Yeah, Jolly used to play the penny slots. That's true.
I've been in a lot of slots.
Penny slot. Oh, okay, got it.
Throughout the years. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think I did I slander or libel there? I don't know.
I kind of like Nikki. She's actually kind of smart for one of them female rappers.
Right.
She's one of the smarter ones. Put it that way.
Okay, so if it wasn't Nikki, who was it that used to turn tricks and roll their johns?
Oh, that would be Cardi B.
Oh, sorry. No, you're correct. I screwed up. You're right. I apologize. Monkey Jeebus is correct. The joke should have been directed at Cardi B. So I feel bad. for tagging the wrong female rapper, if you can call ladies
the wrong degenerate hip hop artist.
Yeah, I apologize.
Well, there's so many of them.
I apologize. But speaking of degeneracy, at least two parties got together that you wouldn't thought would on this subject about Disney's evil. And by the way, folks, we'll be getting to super chats and member chats in just a moment. But we have to talk about Bill Maher agreeing with Ron DeSantis, saying he was right about Disney sexualizing kids. Now, mind you, this is a couple months ago, but the story hasn't changed. It's just nobody's covering it. And then when people start covering it, it seems to get covered back up again with lots of dirt.
Jeez, I wonder why.
Anyway, so AG put this together over here at Florida Politics and says DeSantis wasn't wrong, but we're so tribal. On his popular talk show, albeit belatedly, the moralism behind Governor Ron DeSantis' denunciations of the Walt Disney Company, Bill Maher agreed. On the Friday Night's Real Time with Bill Maher, going back to April, the contrarian Gabber strenuously made the case that DeSantis was right about Disney, but was pilloried simply because he was from the wrong political party. The Florida governor was dismissed as a hick and a bigot for pointing out issues at Disney. Why would a kid content factory like Disney be all that different from the one at Nickelodeon? Mm-hmm. Oh, boy. And this was
all I have to say is, holy shit, Bill Maher realized tribalism is actually a thing.
Yeah, well, this is all the way back in April, Ian, so it's been a minute. But
yeah.
What I think is great about this is he's referencing the Nickelodeon documentary that just come out and smashed everything. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, so basically,
okay, that documentary about the,
Quiet on the
stuff.
Set. Yeah.
So, it's not surprising if you're going to look at like Nickelodeon and Disney are all, it's going to be the same. It's going to be a breeding ground for creeps to show up because that's going to be where, when they're working on these shows with kids, that's where they're going to be around them all the time. It's like, it makes sense. I don't understand why we don't have more red flags. Like how are people not shouting it from the rooftops and being like, I'm going to be the savior and get these creeps out of here.
It's true. Anyway, so he went on to say, and the reason we find pedophiles in the Boy Scouts and the Rectory and kids TV is that's where the kids are. Well, there you go. DeSantis wasn't wrong, but we're so tribal. Now the left will overlook child bad things if the guy from the wrong party calls it out. Well, they've been doing that forever. We've been pointing out stuff all the time because even though I'm a libertarian, they beat me with a right-wing extremist stick all the time. Anyway, so as CNBC noted last year, at the height of the DeSantis Disney dust-up, the governor accused Disney of advocating for, and this I quote, sexualization of children over its opposition. Somebody tell me he was wrong.
What, DeSantis? No, he wasn't.
No,
he wasn't wrong.
He's right.
Yeah,
100%.
I don't know if there's anything else. No, I was just reading through here. I don't think there's anything else to cover in that. If you want to see this article, it's over on Florida Politics. It's from April 20th. But regardless, this is just another thing, just another thing. Every time I see this, I'm like, I'm not surprised. I'm just not surprised.
Well,
are any of you surprised?
In Florida, when they're talking about passing legislation to give I guess we would say the ending of individuals who are creeps when they're found to be creeps in court. And there's a group of individuals that are saying, well, no, you're just targeting us. You shouldn't pass a law like that. You're targeting it. It's like, well, you just expose yourself. Like, now, we know exactly who we're talking about here.
I think they do too.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. They have a hard time with these accusations. And it's so difficult for them that they lean into it. You know what I'm talking about? This is Tom's favorite subject. The Acolyte.
The Acolyte.
Oh, God.
Wait, is this a surfing movie?
Yes.
Totally.
There's only two more left of these. We have the penultimate episode and then the series finale because there is no season 2.
Make it stop. The sooner the better.
Yeah.
But you know what? If they actually did a season 2, it would be great because it'd just be throwing more money on the bonfire. So I encourage them to make a season 2 because no one's going to watch it.
Well, except for us, because it's great content, right, Ian?
True.
Okay. So the Acolyte showrunner, lesbian headband, stands behind Queermore bathing scene. From a narrative perspective, it had to happen. It had to. It had to happen. A guy had to get naked in front of a chick and hang dong in front of her on the way back.
I tried to do that at the local pool. I got kicked out. So
sorry. Spencer wrote a good article here. But look, less gay Ezra Miller here. You know, he's a great actor. I'm sorry. Look, there are two great actors in this. They're both the guys. And they're both going to struggle for work after this because it's terrible. But anyway, according to the Acolyte showrunner, lesbian headband, the nude Queermore bathing scene featured in the Acolyte most recent episode was not just included solely for fan service. Well, I bet you that the ladies were like excited from Tumblr, but primarily because it was necessary to the series' narrative. I could have thought of 100,000 ways to write that so that scene didn't happen the way it did.
100,000?
Probably.
I mean,
that's a lot.
They wrote this. They could have written it taking place in like a space McDonald's. They could have written this taking place like anywhere. It could have been anywhere. It didn't have to be there, right?
Yeah, the whole scene was dumb. I mean, the show's basically already over at this point.
Well, yeah, they ended it 2 episodes ago now.
Yeah,
I mean,
pretty much.
once you get past like massive laser sword fight, you're done. You're done. That's it. And it
I
wasn't
love
even
how
that
they're still
good.
billing this as a mystery too, when there really is no mystery.
What's the mystery? Oh, who's the ultimate bad guy? Because it's not this. You know, you could call me a Sith guy, who probably
Smilo Ren.
Yeah, well, yeah, or whatever they're calling him now, the Stranger, right?
Darth Zippers.
Yeah,
Darth Zippers. Okay.
I call him Darth Phone Cord because that's what his mouth looks like. It doesn't look like Zipper.
Really?
Or anything. Yeah, it looks like one of those coiled phone cords.
Oh,
on
the old time
hand
stuff.
receiver.
Yeah.
Really dating yourself over there.
Thanks, I appreciate that. Anyway, so one of the opening set pieces on the Star Wars series' 6th episode, Teach Corrupt, the scene in question centers on Osha, which they need a lot of in this show, as she discovers that following her confrontation with him, her sister May in the last episode, she's now under the care of dark side wielding Queermore, played by Manny Jacinto. By the way, I really do believe that's what that was about: the power of one, the power of two, the power of Manny. Because
power of Manny.
Yeah, I really do think that's what it is. Anyway, so following the couple of solid minutes watching
The power of one, the power of two, the power of many. Scissor me timber, sexy space witch, let's screw. And now you be the dom and I'll be the sub, let's switch. Scissoring, scissoring all night long. This is the scissoring song. It's so tight being the acolyte. The force is not the force, it's dead. The force is now the thread. Thanks to lesbian space witches. Take that, bitches.
There's a whole
Oh no,
version of that, but
that was
yeah.
so good.
I know it is.
I love it. I
It's
love
like a
it.
tease.
It's a tease. Thank you for teasing us.
That's the first thing of Acolyte I have liked out of all of it.
I know. That was a jam, dude.
There's
Nice.
more to it, but I didn't want to waste any more of your time.
I thought it was good. That
was-
wasn't a waste of time. I was dancing like a.
I listened to that
what
on
was-
repeat before I watched the show.
What was the person that I slandered or libeled or something a minute ago? Nicki
Cardi B.
Minaj. Yeah.
No?
Nicki Minaj.
You meant
Cardi B actually did it. It was Minaj who didn't.
Right.
I think.
Is her last name Etoile?
I don't know. So
Ah.
anyway, following a couple solid minutes of watching Queermore disrobe, slink into a local hot spring. No, that was the ocean. Anyway, and begin to wash himself. Osha approaches his gear and contemplate striking him down with his own lightsaber, hoisted on his own petard. Anyway, so
And he didn't use the force to know she was
Oh no,
coming
she
up
felt
on-
him. He felt her. Well,
No,
that did not sound
he
good.
felt her all
he
right.
he knew
Indeed.
she was there. Yeah, you don't know. Look, it's a cave. You don't know. Anyway, so however much to her surprise, the villain is already aware of her presence. Duh. As just when she places the weapon hilt in her hand. By the way, the audio description of that I have now heard 4 times, and it is very sexually charged.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Schizory
what's wrong
timbers.
with that?
Yeah. So anyway, so she puts her hand on the hilt. She grasps the shaft. And
She grabbed the shaft. Okay,
Yep,
got it.
and Queermore calls back, feels good, doesn't it?
Wow.
Yeah, feels good to grab the shaft.
Oh, so it was cheesy dialogue made about. I get it. Oh, that's awful.
Yeah.
Like back in the Skinamax days, like just
More like
bad
50
dialogue.
Shades of Star Wars, yeah.
There it is.
50 Shades of Grey Jedi. Anyway, so
Yeah.
her
50 zippers of the Sith.
Yeah, so here we go. So taken aback by this
He is a
question,
gimp.
unsure how to respond to her captor's surprisingly calm demeanor, her hesitation palpable. Queermore proceeds to not fight back against Osha, but instead wax poetic to hear about his philosophy regarding the Force, the Jedi, and the true power of the dark side.
Oh, I know. They're gonna reveal the Sith Master. And his name's gonna be Darth Palpable.
Oh,
There was palpable tension there of a Tumblr
Darth
nature.
Ovaltine.
Oh,
Yes, Darth Ovaltine. That's fantastic.
anyway, so
It's pretty much on point.
yeah, it is. So, in a significant thematic deviation from other Star Wars productions, but much to the delight of fangirls from Tumblr everywhere, I added the Tumblr part. During his entire first part of the pair's conversation, the camera makes it a point to focus, almost the point of reveling in Queermore's very nude body. And though this extremely thirsty moment seemed out of place in Headband's opinion, it was absolutely necessary for the series' overall plot.
It would have been pretty good if when he was butt naked, she stared at him and she said, "It is true what they say about Asians. You can't drive."
Right.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm a pretty good star pilot.
I bet he's good at math. Just saying.
All right.
Most star pilots are.
Well,
He doesn't need his own Nava computer.
Does she know about shrinkage?
well, I mean, the water just must not have been cold, you know. Anyway, real quickly, I don't want to read anymore. It doesn't get better.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. And any arguments that Disney isn't trying to push sex at kids is now gone. We have successive numbers of shows, films, theme park actions. It doesn't even seem to matter.
They put Gonzo in a dress culture.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I wanted to get in touch with my feminine side.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe they did that. That's so
He
stupid.
has sex with chickens.
Exactly.
Well,
He likes
Don't
hot
judge
chickens.
me.
Yeah.
He's
Hey.
actually the actual.
I'm one of the
chicken and
original
waffles.
members of the LGBTQ. I really put the Q in queerdo.
Oh,
Wow, that
oh,
was,
it hurts.
that was fun.
He's also the original chicken and waffles.
Oh boy.
Which one's waffles?
All right. What? Lord Shax is
Can
leaving?
I say I'm turning totally gay.
He just did a lot of cocaine in the 80s. You've seen his nose.
Yeah. That's a big honker.
Damn,
I was
would've
friends
been
with DeLorean. What can I say?
I would have been so sick in the 80s. I would have had a car phone and I would have just been. Never mind.
I had one.
Oh, yeah. How'd that go?
Pretty cool.
What kind of car did you drive in the 80s?
Well, my high school vehicle that I rebuilt from the ground up and drove from the age of 16 till don't know, into my 20s, was a
Sob.
1979 Camaro Berlinetta.
Okay.
It was an eight barrel, or excuse me, eight cylinder 4-barrel carburetor with air shocks on it.
Mm.
And unfortunately, the Surf Punks tape stuck in the tape deck for about 6 months.
Wow.
Wow,
So-
Surf Punks, good band.
This is
Yeah, that's
this,
a good one.
this is my wave, baby.
At least it wasn't Beach Boys. You know that.
No.
Yeah.
Surf Punks, man.
But
that
on
was
the
actually the first album I've ever owned was the Surf Punks.
Really?
Really?
Seriously, yes.
Across
Yes.
the USA.
It was given to me by my brother. I don't have it anymore, but I did manage to score the album on like iTunes years ago.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fortunately had a 10-disc changer mounted to the deck in the trunk. So and when I didn't turn the woofers up too high, it didn't skip. But yeah, unfortunately, Batman, the soundtrack from Batman, not the score, not the actual
Prince song.
No, I had them both in there.
Oh, I got a live one here.
But I played the actual score in there, and sometimes because of the bass that's so heavy in that Elfman score, it would screw it up. It would keep repeating the same like segment. But anyway, regardless. But yeah, I love my car. Trans Ams, Camaros, those were my jam. I almost bought a 2-door convertible Impala.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was a 60 something. But I drove. This is funny, Snowdub. I actually drove an El Camino while I was rebuilding the Camaro.
Yeah,
So-
that sucker was built like a tank. I was driving up an icy hill one night, and this guy pulled out in front of me with a van, and I literally T-boned him and completely smashed into my front end. But I still got to drive it home, and they labeled it totaled. But man, what a tank that thing was built.
Steel, yeah. Yeah, I like that. That was a good truck. But yeah, it was temporary. And what's funny is every once in a while, we owned a vehicle that was for going out to all the rentals that my parents owned, for maintenance and rent collection and all of that. And I actually used to drive that for fun. And so I took these really high-end studio speakers. They were Boston Acoustics speakers, and I pulled those from there, stripped the contacts, and put those into the contacts for the speakers, and mounted those in the car. And that sound system sounded great in a Yugo.
It was like a Russian car.
Yugoslavia.
You
it
go,
was
it
funny.
don't.
Yeah.
They bought a Yugo as a disposable car so that, you know, if it got hurt, damaged, whatever, in, you know, the process of doing business, it was fine, or somebody stole it, or, you know, slashed the tires or whatever, because sometimes you weren't considered a good person if you were trying to get rent.
My first car was a 1966 Oldsmobile Delta 88.
Oh
That
wow!
thing-
Is that like
yeah.
Bruce Campbell's car in
Dude,
Evil Dead?
what am
Or-
I?
Maybe, I don't know, but I mean, it had bench seating up front. I mean, you could actually literally fit 4 people up front. It's pretty crazy.
Dude, okay, I'm going to tell you a little bit. So Novas were fantastic vehicles because they
Good
were
cars.
like tanks.
I had a Nova.
Yeah, they were.
It was a blue shitty Chevy Nova, actually.
Yeah, they were great.
Straight 350 engine. I mean, you could
They were
crawl
monsters.
inside the front there and just, you know, it's so easy to work on.
Mhm. Yeah, well, yeah, there was plenty of room in those beasts, right? Because it was all this. It was all engine too. You know, man, I miss those things. But the car I almost got that wasn't the Camaro. We went to a lot one night, used car lot. Somebody really loved this car. I mean, they put money into this car. It was a 460 Javelin. Was not stock.
Oh, Javelin AMC, right?
It was
So
not
is that
stock.
Was it rust?
It was green.
Yeah, green. Okay, yeah.
It had
puke green.
It had a killer stereo in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it had Hedman headers. It had everything that I ended up installing eventually into the Camaro. But when the dealer started the car, my stepdad turned and looked at me and said, "You are not getting this car."
Yeah.
Why?
Because
I'll
you'll
take
get some
good
tang, but you'll definitely
Yeah.
get a bunch of tickets and you'll crash it.
Yeah. That thing, it shook the ground like earthquake. Like seriously, it's like a 2. Like it was a 2 earthquake. It
Was
like,
the car that shook the ground, or when you farted that it shook the ground?
All right. Anyway, if you guys can't tell, we hate Star Wars and Disney now. So that's what we ended up talking about.
I think
All
you
right.
could probably throw Marvel in there too, even though I still kind of want to watch Deadpool.
Anything from the House of Mouth.
Well,
really.
We may not get to all 4 of our stories, or 5 of them actually. Let's get to some of these comments. Tox, can you pull our supers and member chats together, please?
Oh my God, I haven't done anything.
Sweet.
Lazy.
Yeah, I was doing other things. Sorry.
There we go. SFX 314, Sabretooth Raptor for 5. Culture Cash says, new movie. Mexican Iron Man adventurer and archaeologist finds the lost city of Atlantis with Culture, Tom, Tox, Snowdub, and Comics Division. I think that'd be
I would be the archaeologist.
Really?
Yes.
I'd be the womanizer.
I thought you were a paleontologist.
I would be the guy that figures out
anthropology.
I would be the guy that figures out
You're
how we
an
don't get killed.
anthropologist.
It'd have to be dinosaurs then.
Right.
What about proctologist?
It's a good ologist. That's a real good ologist.
Ologies. My ologies. By
Andy
Comics
says-
Division.
I've heard no one knows CultureCasino better than his proctologist.
Well, I mean, look, you get that hose every 2 years. But Andy Masterson says, harass Toxic Man Flu for me. Yes, I will. Tox, when are you going to do the unboxing of Hobo Gandalf?
Wouldn't it be the untoxing?
That was good.
That was really good.
Thank you.
That could work. Yeah.
That was. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I'm a little slow. Now that the family's gone, probably tomorrow night.
Sweet.
Tox is kind of pulling a Biden at night, isn't he?
Yeah, he's really not doing
It's
his
been.
production
It was a
now.
long week.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What's the next one, Tox? We got more. Go get them.
We do. I'm going through them right now. Did I do that? Okay. All right. Good. So now I started everything.
Did I get SFX F314 Sabretooth Raptor for $5 Twilight episode? I don't think I did. I'll read it.
Nope.
You got. Oh, what? The Twilight. No.
It was the one before that one. There it is. For 5 Culture Casino bucks. Or cash. There we go. Says Twilight episode. Mexican Iron Man suddenly wakes up in a world where everyone is Alf. Comics Division narrates. That would be cool. Would you be a reliable or unreliable narrator, Ian?
Semi-reliable.
Semi-reliable.
He said semi.
Don't you know about shrinkage? All right. Okay. Now we have 2 member chats.
Oh, I missed those.
Yeah. You go back and get them. So SFX F314 Sabretooth Raptor, who apparently hit the lottery recently. Thank you for your generosity. Says new movie. Mexican Iron Man adventurer and archaeologist finds the lost city of Atlantis. I like that. With
Read this
Culture
one
Tom
already?
Talks. No.
Oh.
We found Atlantis this time.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, like the whole proctologist thing, I guess it really depends on like how many caves we have to, discover.
I don't want any caves discovered.
Well, the hero has always got to go in a deep, dark tunnel, and come out on the other side. It's kind of, all the great hero movies do that, like Rambo and Fugitive,
Indiana Jones.
How did?
Mhm.
Wait a minute. So for 5 more Culture Casino bucks, Mexican Iron Man in an elf costume. It's a movie where he lost a bet and had to dress in an elf costume to repay his debts. Chaos ensues. Oh, I think it'd be funny. Could you imagine him hating himself and beating up on himself? That'd be kind of wild.
So it's like him being a YouTuber.
You know, okay, so he says he's
Like
not
him
a
being on
YouTuber.
my channel.
Has he been on
Pretty
your
much on
channel
any
recently?
channel.
I haven't been on your channel recently.
Nobody's been on my channel recently because
don't invite
nobody
me
wants to
anymore.
come on my channel.
You don't invite me anymore. You don't
Wow,
bring
that
me.
sounds
You don't.
dirty.
You don't bring me flowers.
What?
You don't. You don't sing me love songs. I'm just saying.
Wow.
You
all right.
don't bring me a flower.
All right, we need to
Tell you
continue
what,
on.
I next time I see
Yeah,
it,
Alec Baldwin.
next
we'll
time I
get
see a
there.
culture, I will let you touch my puppet hole. Okay.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
my.
SFXF 314 Sabertooth.
That's how I
Raptor
got a
for
job
another.
once.
That's how I got fired from a job once.
For another 5, Culture Casino Cash says, how about a Darth Snowdub movie where he avenges the Muppets? Oh, and saves the Muppets. Would
I like
you be
that.
would you be a Darth?
You
or
don't know the power of the dark side, waka waka.
Maybe
Waka waka.
maybe I started out as Darth because I like Disney hired me or something, but then I saw the the evil ways behind the scenes, kind of like a Finn turn, except better.
man.
Because this time I'll actually have the Force and use it
You
instead of just
don't
implying
know
it
the power.
and scream Ray, Ray, Ray for 2 movies straight.
Ray,
Sorry.
Raid.
Ray. Sorry.
Did you know that Frank Hammett has been with you for 18 months as a member?
I know. Frank's here. He says, "Hail all, slow start."
One of the longest relationships in Culture
Try
Casino's life.
Frank's like, "You suck. Do better." Thanks, bro. I got you.
Shrebelzoid.
Let me do this. Shrebels for 10 months of membership says, it seems that Disney needs some needs some transfix. The bug. I think they've been transfixed, to be fair. Yeah.
Because I only have eyes for.
Okay, what's the third
What?
one? I need to look. Hang on. Don't you guys talk amongst yourselves? I'm gonna see which one this is.
I still think the Darth Snowdub movie would work well.
I know it would.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Come to the dark side. He has a larger penis.
As long as I get to save Yoda, like I know
All
he's
right.
not part of the Muppets, but I need to save him too.
We're gonna skip the one I wanted to do and come back to it, so we can service Tom. That didn't sound
Six
right.
wants to know.
Wow.
You don't have to service anything. I just got to roll pretty soon to get
Okay,
to the
well,
store
just
before it starts
shush.
storming.
Shush it. All right. Okay, let's get to the commercial that comes before this, which is this one. Now a word from our sponsors.
Are you tired of the same old buffet?
Why, hello there, random citizen.
Oh, hey there, little buddy. How's it going?
Have you subscribed to Culture Casino yet?
Well, no.
Friggin'
Oh!
These guys, I tell ya.
Oh!
Dang it, I missed. Why won't these guys just subscribe already?
That hurt.
That's right. Yeah, it's summer stuff. It's summer stuff. Oh, that's true. Alec Baldwin's pre-trial's beginning. That's right. Thanks for joining us from the break there, folks, which was confusing in a lot of different ways. Too many buttons. But we got to talk about this. The pre-trial begins tomorrow.
Hold on a second. I'm
is
sorry.
Alec
I'm
Baldwin
sorry
there.
to stop you. Is that Rosie O'Donnell?
It kind of looks like her, doesn't it?
Okay.
I think it's like more, healthier, more attractive Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah, we know that.
Okay, okay. Well, we're about to go to the story because I introduced it. The trial starts tomorrow, or at least the pre-trial does. This guy
Pre-trial, is that like premature ejaculate.
Oh God, just change the thing. There we go.
Oh, what am I doing? Okay.
No, it's like
Nothing, I
premature
got it.
jack.
Please make it
All right.
stop.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Alex
I'm
ejaculation.
All right. DJ Ronnie G says, I can now watch my turtle sleep in infrared night vision.
I like turtles.
That's awesome.
That's a weird member chat. I like it, though.
He does like turtles.
How do you have infrared
Wait,
night
is the
vision?
turtle infrared, or do you have night vision now? Like,
Or does the
did you
turtle
get bit by a bat?
Does the turtle have night vision?
DJ Ronnie G.
Does the turtle have night vision?
Well, DJ Ronnie G is a very technical savvy guy, so I'm guessing it's night vision goggles.
I was hoping for a turtle that had night vision.
Yeah, yeah.
It's one step closer to a Ninja Turtle. So I'm saying.
True.
Yeah. Okay. Well, fair enough. All right. So, look, the true story is that Alec Baldwin is going to probably face trial no matter what. It doesn't surprise anybody, including me. This happens to be a short story, but apparently a short song goes with it.
You are worthless, Alec Baldwin. You are worthless, Alec Baldwin. You failed in every way, and now my stock in you has fallen. Your career is down, and you're worthless, Alec Baldwin. That's why I blew your head off, and your children are all boring.
In Minecraft.
Kim Jong-il.
In Minecraft, YouTube.
Wow.
In Minecraft. All right. So, look, there's only one story for this one because it's factual. It's truth, it's actual, it's satisfactual for some. That's right. So here we go. We have Alec Baldwin set to go to trial for the elimination of the cinematographer. And here are some things to know. You guys want to know some things?
Sure.
All right. Thank you. Oh, that's a great sting. Nearly 3 years after the loss of cinematographer Helena Hutchins on the New Mexico set of the film Rust, Alec Baldwin is going to trial.
Oh, it's a foreign film? I didn't know that.
Over her elimination. Here are the essential things to know. What charge does Alec Baldwin face? Well, the actor is going to enter the courtroom for the first time since October 21st. He's charged with felony involuntary manslaughter. If a jury unanimously convicts him, he could go to jail for 18 months. Baldwin, the star and co-producer of the terrible Western, was pointing a revolver at Hutchins during a rehearsal in a small church on a movie set in Bonanza Creek Ranch when the firearm discharged, making her no longer alive, and wounding director Joel Souza, who was standing immediately behind her. Baldwin said he pulled the hammer back, but not the trigger. The gun discharged. I don't know how that happens without pulling it. Anyway, two major themes will predominate, one large, one small. The chaotic atmosphere of the movie set and the details of the Italian-made classic revolver that Baldwin had aimed at the cinematographer, which you're never supposed to do.
Yeah, pretty much.
It has never been officially determined who brought the live rounds that eliminated Hutchins on the set. There it is. Prosecutors at the previous trial of Rust armor Hannah Gutierrez-Reed alleged that she was responsible. She was convicted of involuntary manslaughter and sentenced to the same 18 months in prison. So it seems like a predetermined sentence to me. What jurors must decide. Prosecutors have two alternative standards for proving the charge. One is based on the negligent use of said firearm. The other is proving beyond a reasonable doubt that Baldwin acted with total disregard or indifference for the safety of others. I think they have a case for both. Despite the legal and technical complexities of the case, the 12 citizens of the Santa Fe County will make up the jury. Will have to reach just one verdict: guilty or not guilty on a single count. So there you are.
Should
It's
be
worse than that.
interesting.
He's dead, Jim. He's dead, Jim. He's dead, Jim. I don't know if he's going to get convicted.
Jury
Yeah,
selection.
I don't know either.
We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Captain, have fun. Apparently went to dinner with him.
Yeah. He is. I had somebody tell me who knows him well. He's caustic.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah, that's not a nice way to describe somebody. So, yeah, no bueno. Anyway, so the jury selection begins on Tuesday, opening statements Wednesday, and the projected end of the trial will be the following Friday. So this is going to be a 7-day trial at most.
Well,
it's his defense.
Yeah, I feel like that's a Star Wars defense if Greedo actually fired what he did.
Well, the good news here, guys, is one, we won't have to look at his mug in Beetlejuice 2, which I'm looking forward to. And also,
That's a bonus.
Right. And we're not going to see his stupid Trump impersonation on Saturday Night Live every week and the constant retweeting of that. So
Also a bonus.
Right. So, there is a bright side to this, silver lining. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you. But did he intend in the Hawk Tua? I don't know. Did he do a Hawk Tua?
You got to say trois.
Trois?
Trois.
That sounds like 3.
Hawk trois.
It is French, you know.
It had a pubic hair trigger? Okay.
Wow.
Alec bailed from, I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. Did he really? I mean, it's one way, go to prison.
Ooh, that was good. Hold on.
There you go. The fact that he implied or stated that he never pulled the revolver's trigger would be impossible. If on that particular firearm, if the hammer is drawn back, it only releases when you actually squeeze, because that's the proper thing to do.
Isn't that all guns?
Well,
yes.
Yeah,
right.
But yeah, there's no pulling. It's squeeze. It doesn't.
Squeeze the trigger. You don't pull the trigger.
Right, squeeze. Yeah.
Mm. I just.
But
it's
they all
weird.
fire something when you squeeze it. Correct?
Yeah, but this is why you know gun people from not gun people.
Only if it's loaded.
Ah.
And it's not hammer cock back and all that stuff. No.
So what you're saying is Alex squeezed the trigger and it was loaded and he pointed it at somebody who wasn't supposed to and shot it.
It discharged.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So he pulled an opening of Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yep. Galileo.
So that's pretty much a done deal then, I would say. Lock them up. Mm-hmm.
That depends. Who knows what they're going to do?
All I know is New Mexico is not super excited about firearms, and they have very strong laws about firearms.
Yep.
So.
He should at least get hit for manslaughter. I think that's...
Hey, man, nice shot. Nice shot, man. That's right. It is what it is.
And his family should sue the family of that lady should sue the crap out of him.
They got paid already.
I think they already got, they took a
the husband
piece of the action of the movie, right?
Yeah, they got paid a settlement plus an action in the film.
And didn't the kids get like their college paid for and everything too, or something?
There was a lot of monetary exchange in various forms.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a problem in that it never should have been in that position. He never should have had a round in that firearm to begin with.
Nope. And
there was no call for him to pull anything. In this case, squeeze a trigger. There was no call for him to do anything. The call for him to what he was doing, he was just pulling from his holster on a crossbody draw, which the only time you crossbody is when you're a card player. One of the things that Breaking Bad actually got right, and otherwise that's not how you wear your gun. And it's dumb because it takes you an hour and a half to do this. Do a room.
What about
sweep.
shrinkage?
I don't know. I mean, Alex probably knows a lot about that, although he has like 7,000 kids.
Screw you, Alec Baldwin.
Yeah. Regardless,
the Film Actors Guild.
Yeah, that was actually a joke in the chat. Getting a fine for murder, Kennedy style. Yeah, it's very Kennedy of him. Doesn't he have ties somehow through something to the Kennedy family? Yeah, it seems like people tied to them don't get quite what things they should
Oh, I'm sure he's got plenty of friends in low life places.
Where the grifty drowns and the graft chases the chargers away. And it'll be okay. Sorry, I was coming up with that on the spot. All right, we got a couple more supers because I'm done with that story. Anybody else want to comment on it? Because I'm finished with it.
I think that story's dead.
Very dead.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah,
I'm. We are full of them today.
Not very funny.
The good news is Culture killed it.
Yeah,
he did.
Did you? Yeah, my monologue was.
Or did Tox kill it?
I might have. Well,
I
actually,
feel
during
the way
his
it's
monologue,
dead.
I forgot to do things like laugh
and cue
and do the laugh track and do
clap.
cues.
You missed the crickets completely.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think by missing the crickets, I actually hit the crickets.
Hey, Terry Rose is correct. The jokes are getting rusty.
Oh, no.
Like a trombone?
Oh, like a sheriff's badge.
Bimo Beta says Tox is a straight shooter.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
Hey, and these vicious rumors about me loving Wesley Crusher.
Are true.
Fuck you all.
Sorry.
Wow.
Sorry.
I thought you told me you were going to come out about that.
No.
Oh. Okay.
No. There is nothing to come on. Wait.
That didn't sound
Well,
crap.
You haven't been down to my club. I mean,
all right. We got to get to a member
Oh,
chat.
good for you. And how
Booty.
was it?
Pretty
good.
It's good. I take it.
Okay.
I gotta go.
But no. I got 2 super chats.
Fine.
Can you bring up the super sticker, please?
Oh. I've got to go click this, do that.
Hi, Erica. Your video is great.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Good job. And there's 2 of
Yeah.
them.
I got the one from which one of your ideas? SFX F314 Sabertooth Raptor.
I think we got everything except for the last 2.
Okay.
You don't know how to say this guy's name.
Okay.
So put that super sticker up. This is a professional show. That's not it. That's not it. That's also not it. Also not it.
I don't see a super sticker.
Scott won a Jolly T-shirt the other night, though.
Really?
Pretty cool. Yeah.
Scott's great. Love Scott. Here,
whose father?
Here we go. Shrebbles for 4 Culture Casino bucks. Cash, whatever. Says, well, he's got that pear character giving me coffee, trying to keep me awake because you guys are, not. I'm delivering. I need you guys to deliverance. I mean,
what?
Not in
Calling
public.
a Biden. Jeez.
Wow.
God.
Might
A
have
lot
been
of
the wrong
Bidening
thing.
going on here.
This is a wrong thing.
You sure got a purty mouth.
Okay.
Wake up.
Can you get that SFX F314 Sabertooth? There's like 2 down there. Are you gonna get them?
I don't know what you're talking about. You mean this one?
Yeah. For 5 Culture Casino cash, SFX F314 Sabertooth Raptor wants to know, which one of my ideas did you like the most? You can have more than one. Well, I like Darth Snowdub.
Yeah, that's the one I'm going with.
No.
Our Snowdub was a good call.
Yeah,
I
that
like
was
the
a good one.
archaeology one.
Oh, that one's good too.
Yeah, it was.
We must save the Muppets.
Save the Muppets. Well, I think Darth Snowdub needs to put the helmet on the right head. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, idea. You don't want any more.
Let me switch.
It's so he can say, the Sith will rise again.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be funny.
He's actually going to go do that. And then
I think the archaeologist thing is good. You're a paleontologist?
Yeah, what is that exactly?
Paleontologist deals with dinosaur bones, right?
Yes.
That's what. Okay. All right.
So you would rather have Jurassic Park then?
No, I hated that movie.
Oh,
there it is.
Oh no. Make it big. Make it big.
I am here to save the Muppets. And I am here to... Oh, damn it. My mask's falling off. Dang it. Oh, there we go. Nope.
It's Snow Dub Ren.
It's better than Smilo Ren.
I'm not smiling. Now the eye socket is over my beard.
Okay. You need to...
You know, if he's wearing the mask, his mouth doesn't have to move.
I know.
Oh, Ray. Touch my mask, Ray. Touch it. Please touch my mask, Ray.
I can't see.
Oh, that feels so good.
Is she playing with your lightsaber too?
God, there it is.
That's terrible.
A lot of action going on there.
Elbow Ren, that's great.
That was the best Star Wars I've ever experienced. Wow.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
All right. Harrison Ford versus Alec Baldwin. Who shoots first? Remember, Harrison Ford has survived at least 3 plane crashes that he caused.
Yes.
That's not how the Force works.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna pick Harrison Ford. Just because he's escaped depth.
If you're asking which one is the bigger asshole, it's always Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
So
In
okay,
real life,
and then
too.
Argent just says you get what you pay for. Culture, you do.
I did.
Just saying
Thank you,
you do.
Arjun. My help. I look, the sheer volume of supers tonight is keeping the lights on, and I might be able to give Tom $2.
Yes, you should give Tom money.
I should. Tom wants to go though, and it's making me sad.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about Creek Indian. Go Creeks.
Yeah, do that.
The Elite Army.
Did you put that on the screen?
I did, and you took it down.
Oh, hey, Creek Indian for $3.58. Part of the Elite Army, which I'm part of, and we lost a fighter today. We lost a fighter in that because John Landau passed away, who's the business partner of James Cameron.
That sucks.
Yeah, it was terrible. Lightstorm Entertainment is half of what they used to be. That's a bummer.
Leprosy. I'm not half the man I used to be.
Are you working with Paul Chad?
There are pieces falling off of me.
Oh, I believe I have leprosy. That's right.
Sorry.
All right. Anyway, thank you.
What is that from?
Creek Indian.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That was a
Grade
bad
school?
Okay, so since he died, that means no more Avatar movies?
No.
No?
No, Disney now owns
Worth it.
Lightstorm, I think.
Hey, somebody gets the jokes.
I did. Joe sent a member chat. He's been a member for 7 months. My producer is going to put that up on the screen at some point in time.
What?
So, okay.
I don't see any of these.
Okay.
Have you noticed that EV Mux changed the order in which the starred stuff happens now?
The order of operations?
Yes, they changed all that.
Did they know?
All right, well, I'll
Yeah.
get it. Jones
can't find it.
Atmosphere celebrates 7 months of membership. Snowed up. Stop nailing Ray on stream, man.
My bad.
Yeah.
Got a
there it
little
is.
carried away.
So I got to ask a question. Does that mean
happens.
that what was the name of the guy that they destroyed, and he was just became like John Boyega's character?
Finn?
Smoke?
Finn.
Snoke?
Yeah. No. Finn. They made Finn like a punk. Like he was watching.
It's almost as if they had one person write the first movie of a trilogy and somebody else with a totally different vision write the second one. And then the first person had to come back. First person who has no talent, by the way, had to come back.
Well, the third person quit because he didn't like the fact of what the second person did.
Right.
I didn't like the.
So
I didn't
the
like
third person
anything-
quit.
I didn't like anything anybody did, but we got
And then
one. Go ahead.
No talent comes back.
Right.
And we get horses in space. And then we get a lightsaber battle in space.
All right.
And then fire in space.
And a Lando cameo. Lando cameo.
Lando. That's
Time
right.
out. Time out. You guys don't even understand.
Colt 45 malt liquor?
No,
I know.
no.
I understand Colt 48. Snowdub, you're with me on this. You and I could probably put back a case of Colt 45
every time.
Exactly.
Okay.
You know why? Because Billy D says it's smooth. It's not. That thing will kick you like the south end of a northbound mule. All right, but you drink it because Billy D. Williams told you to.
Right.
Yes.
I need to,
and the ladies automatically show up.
I need to add context.
If you have a piano.
You got a piano and a bunch of Colt 45 malt liquor in a champagne glass.
Exactly.
Boom, ladies.
Okay, let's try this again.
All right, sorry.
Y'all are offended. There's the word. Offensed? The fuck with that? Anyway, so y'all are offended by by some horses on a spaceship.
I wasn't offended by that.
Okay. Y'all, we got spacefaring whales in Star Wars now.
To be fair, I don't really like horses in general because of what happens on my channel.
You have light
yes,
speed whales.
You got a horse problem.
I do.
And I'm just like, Star Wars is dumb. There used to be a famous YouTuber that made videos about Star Wars is dumb.
I retired.
Itchy Baka?
Wasn't there this thing about them taking off and needing navigation to get through stuff because the ships don't have their own navigation anymore?
Well, they needed to be able to communicate with the tower to get off of the planet. I think up was a problem.
Yeah, it's not like ships have sensors or anything. I mean, or windows. I mean, come on.
Will got back.
Okay, hang on.
I get that.
Hang on. SFX F-314 Saber-Tooth Raptor has actually destroyed their piggy bank and is basically sponsoring tonight's show. Thank you for that. For 5 Culture Casino cash, he says, need to see Mexican Iron Man in an Alf costume meme. And movie artwork. We do need to see that.
Is there an Alf convention that we can send him to?
Oh, that would be so good. I would sign up for that. Okay, I'm about to go through the entire stream and mark all of these amazing super chats with my love and affection in heart form. You can do the same by clicking on the thumbs up button on your favorite super chats. You should be doing that anyway. I should see 1 billion thumbs ups on super chats.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say thank you to Ruby Hoove and to Scott Westbrook for gifting memberships during the course of the stream. And for those of you who've gifted the super stickers, thank you. All the members, I love you. You're the best. And Joe says, for $2, make me holla. And also, thanks for the culture cash. Says, that was easy for you to say, culture. Hail panel. Hail to you, my friend. Great to see you. Tina says 12 parsecs aren't needed in the new Star Wars. Yeah.
It needs a lot more than that.
Huh?
We're talking 50, maybe to 100 parsecs to even get started.
All right. We got one last story I want to get to. I know we normally would be wrapping up about now, but I feel like this one is one that will cleanse our palate. It'll save the day. It'll deliver rinses.
Are you pulling?
Did you get Joe's little super chat there?
I read it.
You read that? I'm just making sure.
Yeah. All right. This is the last one of the day, kids. We're gonna jump into it. We have to do. Did you? Which commercial did you play? Did you throw me off the building or did you slam clams?
Yeah, I threw you off the building. We need to slam clam.
All right,
and then we go to discussion point 5.
Well, we're going to go to 4, but it's fine.
Oh, you want to go to 4?
Yeah, I wanted to do 5.
Are you tired of the same old buffet food at Wang's? Have you had enough dong to last you a lifetime? Well, take just a few more steps past those single-minded restaurants and dive into Sherry's Slam & Clam. Sherry's Slam & Clam Shellfish Bar is truly all you can eat, unlike the 2 shrimp limit that stingy bastard Wang has. In a hurry, let Sherry stuff your box. To go! Be shellfish and take all you want from Sherry's Slam and Clam. Located next to the 3rd Street Bolorama, Sherry's is open 6 days a week. If you are looking to slam clam, get to Sherry's today. We did this one.
Did we pick the right one? No. That's not what we meant to do.
So we need to let Tom go.
Okay. Tom, you need to leave and I need to play the right intro. Tom.
Okay.
Go to see Tom.
Awkward.
Go see Tom.
Got morning show. And,
that's Midnight Tidge in the morning, folks.
Yes.
We're going to talk box office.
Probably. Is there anything else you need?
Box office.
I don't know. You have a music thing, channel stuff.
I do, but it's not doing that well.
Oh, you also have a radio thing.
I do.
Yeah, and then you have this after late edge of midnight stuff.
There's another channel, yes.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one.
You never show up there.
I will next week.
You said that last week.
I'll be there on Tuesday.
And the week before that.
Okay.
The week before that.
I'll be there on Tuesday.
Before that.
Stop it. I'll be there Tuesday.
Before that.
Stop it. I'll be there Tuesday.
Can I get a pet rabbit?
Yes.
Okay. See ya.
Call him Harvey.
Okay, bye.
Will do.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
I'm going to get him drunk.
See ya.
That's weird.
Night.
Hey, I like this one.
Is this the right one?
I don't care. There we go. I have got one word for you, audience, folks, and people. And it's not Haktua, which we didn't get to tonight. Boy, did I have a good one for that. Oh, well.
Where was that?
Hey, it's the one that we skipped over so we could get to Alabawe.
Oh, 0.3?
That's what I figured.
You mean this one?
This is the world's best produced
You
show.
worked really hard on these.
I did. And here we are. We got to tell people about the box office, though.
Only Haktua friends create problems and drama.
Yeah. You can't say only friends, but the other words, because then the tube gets mad. So
I didn't know that.
Extra broke it up. So it's only Haktua friends creates problems and drama. By the way, the only reason I brought this up was to just say that Haktua says she's not going to have an OnlyFans channel. I just said it. Son of a beach. Anyway, she's not going to do that now.
Only friends.
But she got Hollywood representation, and you will get to see a video all about that tomorrow on my channel at 7:30 a.m. Eastern, which you're going to be automatically redirected to from here. So when that happens, set your reminders, and hit the thumbs up button, please.
Or sit there staring at your screen for 8 hours.
Oh, that would work too. And in chat every once in a while, just like chat, because it's a premiere. It'd be amazing. It'd be good. It'd be great. All right. Yeah, but Haktua definitely, she has a whole team behind her, and that was the whole point of that story. Let's do discussion point 5 so we can get out of here.
You want me to do it again?
Why not? There's no other way to do it. Hi, everybody. I got one word for you. Banana. That's right. I'm going to talk a little Minions, and I gotta tell you, it's super fun. I like Minions. You guys like Minions? I like Minions.
Over toast.
Yeah. And the good news about this is it's only one story, and it's very simple. So let's get the panel involved. Shall we, Tox? Shall we? There we go. Hi, everybody. All right. So real quick, we got some Minions news, and it's very, very good. Very, very good. The Minions were very capable. They saw a problem, and they solved it. And I'm happy about it. And so should you be. What is the problem they solved? They solved the Disney problem.
They peeled bananas.
Yep. They use some banana peels. Banana. And they boot to the head. They booted to the head Despicable Me kicked out Inside Out 2.
Wow.
Nice.
230 million global. Although Inside Out is going to be the foe for a while at 1.2 billions worldwide.
Not for much longer. As soon as Deadpool Wolverine comes out, that's going to be our big one this summer. Calling it here, folks.
I think Inside Out 2, Despicable Me, and Deadpool and Wolverine have a chance at exceeding $1 billion. Obviously, Inside Out 2 already did. I think the Despicable Me will exceed $1 billion, especially internationally, because of the international audience. And I think that Deadpool and Wolverine will get close, if not make it. And I didn't think that a couple weeks ago, but pre-sales continued. And I'm looking at the trend and realizing that that's that.
Didn't
the numbers are going up.
First one break the record for the highest grossing R-rated movie? Right after Passion of the Christ, I think it was.
I mean, The Joker is...
Yeah, The Joker, yeah, that made $1 billion.
Oh, that one won. Okay, that's right. I think The Joker beat the first Deadpool movie, because I remember Deadpool 1 broke the record originally.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. But that wasn't very much. I think it's still in the 700s. I don't know if it made 800. I know.
Yeah, I'm looking it up now. I'll let you know.
Please, yeah. So, but this was a good thing, and we'll definitely talk about this on Midnight's Edge in the morning tomorrow. So do tune in to that show. I definitely will mention
781 million is what Deadpool came in at.
That's what I thought. Yeah. So yeah, thank you for that, Ian. I appreciate it.
No problem.
But the great thing about this is that these numbers are good. I'm sorry, the summer was dead until Inside Out 2 came along, until Despicable Me showed up, and until Deadpool and Wolverine arrived. We had nothing. The box office was moribund, which is a fancy way of saying it was decaying, it was dying, it was.
It's almost as if they went on strike, and all they had was crap stuff in the can that had all the woke garbage in it that nobody wants to see anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
And then only the stuff without it did well. Except for Fall Guy. I was shocked that Fall Guy did not do better than
I am too. I thought that movie would have done a lot better. It's sad that it didn't do well. It was it was a fun film.
You know what I recognized? They did not promote it at all. I mean, it was one of the most minimally promoted rom-coms ever. And that's not the first one that's happened to. The one with a naked J-Law.
Yeah, you liked that one.
I did.
A lot.
There were two reasons to like it. One,
you liked her boobs.
Was the objective reason. It was a decent film until the end. The ending was a little weak, but subjectively, there were a couple of reasons to like that one. I'm just saying.
Twisted Reality's right. It does. So Inside Out 2 proves it doesn't matter how much vile crap Disney pushes out. They make decent films, people will still go see it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, so if you just make... That's what we've been saying for years.
Well, it's and look, it's the same thing. And again, we're going to cover this in detail tomorrow, not only on my channel in the 6 Minute Daily, but also over on...
Yes, Bill, Naked J-Law.
Yes, Bill is Preston Esquire.
Better than Naked Grandma.
Yes.
Much better.
Holy shit. Yeah, Fall Guy only did 175 million. That is really fucking bad.
It's terrible. And it deserves so much more. It didn't even make its budget back.
No, it did not.
But when you, like I said,
well, I think them sending it to streaming so soon too didn't exactly help it.
Well, did you guys see where Mad Max Furiosa was already on Freevee? A free TV service?
I think you sent that to me.
But never mind, I'm wrong. It's still playing in theaters, but yeah, I mean, they did send it to streaming, but I thought they pulled it from the theaters already.
Regardless, I think the broader point has already been brought up by the audience, in that make a good thing, people show up.
Yeah.
Make a trash thing, people don't show up. Make something full of message. People are allergic to the message now. Sorry. Same thing in gaming. Gaming's having the same problem. It's going to be the same thing.
Manga's about to get fucked. I mean, they're getting a big dose of BlackRock injection.
That'll destroy it.
Yep.
No doubt about that.
Thanks, BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street. Fuck you.
Yeah, we hate you.
There'll be something to take its place.
Yeah,
there always will be.
Well, actually, it's funny because you say that, but I'm looking at the world around us, and I'm seeing all these creatives go to work, right? You got Drunk 3PO doing what he does. You have X-Wing and Drunk 3PO working together.
Drunk.
Sure. No, they have that beautiful kids thing, the Achromatic Chronicles.
Achromatic's great.
Yeah,
They got green coming up. That's going to be a good one.
And then you have what Drunk 3PO and X-Wing are working on, which is a really cool pirate story. That's gritty enough, and it's deep enough and buried in like actual history.
But Pirates of the Caribbean?
No, it'll be way better. They're crushing it. I cannot wait. I'm going to have a movie role in that.
You know what? Jolly and I are working on Butt Pirates of the Caribbean, and you have to be able to correctly pronounce the word oopty to be able to get in, and you have to be a woman.
Right, but we need more financing because it takes a heck of a lot of KY jelly for this movie.
It does.
Yeah.
And some of those booties need like an entire bottle of suntan lotion. That's that's expensive.
Maybe we can call Copperstone, get some kind of financing.
Coppertone. I believe they prefer the banana boat, if you know what I mean.
Right. But did you know Jay's also working on Brie Larson? He did a pretty good job there, too.
I know. And see, that was going to be story number 6, but we're running out of time.
What do you mean by working on Brie Larson? Is he shaping her or sanding her like the plank of wood she is?
Did you see the two of them together?
He had a photo op with her.
No, I did not know that.
It's one of those things where you're like, does she know who he is?
Maybe.
Nope.
Was he just a fan and went up there and paid $100 and took the photo?
No, I don't think he did it for being a fan. I think it was because he could, and it was kind of trolly.
And I'm pretty sure he didn't have to pay anything because he's cool like that, and he gets to do these type of things with
He
Gina.
is cool. He. I don't know why. The ladies like him. He's got something.
The girls adore him.
That special something. Like my sister.
Oh.
All the people in it. She said, you know this stuff. She goes, do you know this Drunk 3PO guy? Yes, I do.
Well, he was originally called the most handsomest man on YouTube.
He actually is.
Mm-hmm. That's why his best stream was the one where it was just his chair for 45 minutes.
Look,
true.
That was classic.
It was the most engaging.
Got him a new chair too.
Mm-hmm.
He did that before anyone else did.
Yeah, I know. It was
Set the
very
trend.
engaging.
Chair vacation.
Trendsetter.
What's interesting is he was able to thirst trap with a chair. I think that's never been done before.
He knows how to work it. That he does. The Sade song "Smooth Operator" was written for Jay probably before Jay was born.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
The chair got more super chats than I do on a Saturday night, and that's when I touch my nipples.
Yes.
I will say this.
That's
we
open.
had
No
a
worse.
stream. We had a stream with Az over on Midnight's Edge that couldn't end because the person who could end it got cut out of the stream.
Oh, that happens.
Power outage. So there was the ladies and everybody else. And it was like I was dropping super chats like a maniac so that it would be entertaining and other people got in on the act. It was a lot of fun. That's always a good time. Just bombing a chat with super chats. But yeah, good times. Yeah. Darth Gutierrez says Darth 3PO has no talent, just like the rest of his homies. Well, I'm one of his homies, bro. Are you hitting me? Hitting me with that?
He's hitting me too there, CC. Yeah, that's a low blow there, Darth.
I think it's
better watch it.
I've seen Snowdub in person, and
he's pretty.
If your penis was talent, he'd be the rings of Saturn with his talent. I'm just saying.
Don't show me that talent, please.
No, well, Snowdub lost his right leg in the war, but he still walks on 2 legs. If that tells you something.
One's longer than the other, though.
A little longer.
Can I opt out of this conversation?
That's not the leg.
But you fold it twice.
True.
Yes.
Got a big rubber band.
Kind
of holds it.
Okay. All right. We got to pull the string on this. We got a couple more supers and stuff to get to.
Oh, you're going to end with a tampon joke. That's funny.
I did. Wow. Don't you know? Yeah, very good. That was funny. I did good.
You know what you do when your pad is on fire? You tampon it.
Tampon it a lot.
Man.
This is what I decided to do with my Sunday nights, folks.
I appreciate it. And hey, look, that sock of hot nickels came in handy. That's all I know.
Yeah. What are we doing?
I think we're in the show.
Super things. Super stuff.
You got a super chat?
Yeah.
Somebody didn't hear the dad joke. All right, there you go. Yep, there you go. That's a dad joke. Yeah, definitely 100%.
Yeah.
It has been weird but hilarious. Yes, we started out with probably the most uncomfortable topic for three guys to talk about ever. And yeah.
Six has the link. Okay, so for you ladies out there,
soak up the funny.
If you want, ladies, if you want to be on this stream, you have an opportunity. I struggle.
Did you just say pee on the stream? Why would you?
He did.
Say that?
You pee on the stick.
Well, he really likes R. Kelly, so there's that.
I give up. I don't want to play anymore.
What?
Super chats, please. Good.
Do we have any more?
I give up. I don't want to play.
I mean, there was one from Greek Indian that I saw earlier.
Yes, there's that.
Pertinent to the conversation.
Okay, so bring that up.
Do you think Deadpool Wolverine will save Marvel?
No.
Marvel's done.
Yeah.
I mean, the movie will do well, but it's the string of crap that comes after it that's going to continue to kill Marvel. I mean, this is something that has been brought up several times. It's like, I know that they are trying to course correct, but by the time they course correct, no one's going to fucking care. I mean, they don't fucking care now.
Right.
So I've added this. I did these numbers today for some reason. I don't know why.
Because we're going to do a show tomorrow.
So if you take all the money that Disney has spent on Star Wars to this point, okay, not including the cost that they paid for it, it is upwards of $6 billion. And then they paid $4 billion for it.
Wow, $10 billion in cost. That's crazy.
They have to make back. So they have to make something that's going to make them $10 billion to break even. And they haven't made that yet. So the costs are going to keep going. It's kind of like having credit card debt with a 50% interest rate. You're never going to pay that off.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're never paying this off. They are never getting their money back for Star Wars. Right. They handed it over to Kathleen Kennedy, and she, of all the good stuff she may have done before by bringing all that coffee, all right, she completely destroyed whatever legacy she's going to have by losing this much money and bringing Disney to its knees.
Yeah, so true.
Well, they don't care anymore. They're just going to run Star Wars into the ground at this point with their diversity hires and backsided backroom favors for Weinstein, future or employees. It's the whole thing's twisted, folks, and it's all politics. It's all a lot of these corrupt people that are getting sweetheart deals. I mean, The Acolyte was written by a person who didn't watch Star Wars. I mean, there you go. That's all you need to know. So,
well, that was kind of their mantra in writing all these things. We don't need to watch them to do. We don't want to do that. That's because they wanted to destroy everything that came before to get their message out, because that's what they were taught in school to do. And it just, they've produced a lot of crap. Inside Out. My sister told me about that, and my niece went, and there was none of that message stuff in there. All the stuff they said it was going to be a problem, it wasn't in there. My sister, my niece, who is high functioning autistic and has actual disabilitating anxiety attacks, thought that it was going to be problematic. She went anyway, and it wasn't that bad. She still had a bit of an anxiety thing. She's going to. That's the autism part, but she enjoyed it. The film, and they didn't have any of it there. Well, guess what? You made $1 billion, probably going to make 2 or 3 by the time it's all said and done with DVD sales and rentals and all that crap. All you had to do is make a good film about normal people's stuff. So when you make films for 2% of the population of the world, well, actually the world is 0.2% of the population, you're not going to make any money.
No, not in the slightest.
So, so Disney, I don't know how they're coming back from the park stuff either. I really don't.
Well, Okay, so just a comment on the parks real quickly. They were empty. They have never been that empty on a holiday weekend.
They keep jacking up the prices. People can't afford it.
I can't believe it. People sent me pictures. Today's pictures from the Magic Kingdom, the most crowded park at Disney World. It looked like tumbleweeds were going to roll down Main Street.
Lorena's been going to the park and doing stuff in towns, and she's been tweeting it. She's been putting it on her channel. By the way, go see Lorena Creole.
Yeah, Lorena Creole. She's my partner in crime on Sundays. I mean, I do a show with her, then I come and do this, and it's great. And
she's been saying it. It's just there was a 25-minute wait for Peter Pan,
which is impossible.
That was it.
Which is impossible.
That was it.
It takes 9 minutes to walk that queue. So it's less than it's less than even that. So it's incredible.
Yeah, so their wait time to get on the ride was probably 10 to 15 minutes, which is insane.
Yeah, and I think she posted a thing where it was like, I don't remember which ride it was, but it was like only a 25-minute wait.
Yeah, that was the Peter Pan ride. She's never seen that. She's been going all the time.
Which is always almost over an hour. I've never seen that before. And believe me.
Kids are choosing other parks, Culture. You know that. The Snow Kid had his choice.
Universal.
He picked Universal. Now his mom gave him a choice this summer for a trip. They picked SeaWorld this time. So
that's fun.
Yeah,
that's actually a lot of fun. Yeah,
I love that part.
Well, they've driven everybody out of this. The people that have the money and the people that drive the spending of the money. So the kids drive the spending of the money, the parents, and the people that have the money are the people of 45 to 55 that do the nostalgia stuff from these older titles.
Yeah,
gone. Absolutely gone. You pissed them all off. And you bought this hook, line, and sinker, this story that you're going to have this audience build this stuff in there. Russell T. Davies admitted today or yesterday that the ratings were poor.
Oh, yeah.
He finally admitted
I thought he said they're not the ratings they wanted to be, but they were still good.
No,
so he's changing his story now?
He's changing his story.
He likes that they're getting the kids. This is a theme with Disney.
Yeah, that's right.
Doctor Who is Disney. What does Disney do? They target kids. What do they target kids with?
Propaganda.
But they've always been, that's the thing, they've always targeted kids.
Not with sex, not with
this, right?
And not with any of this agenda stuff, Tox. It's just
Did you get Arthur's
I need to read that. Yeah. Thank you. Hey, fellas, hope you are all well. Thank you, Arthur. Goodness sake, I appreciate it for proper money. £5 sterling or
sorry about your country, by the way.
Culture Casino cash. We appreciate it. I don't know what to say. Mr. H kind of vented a little bit on his Sunday stream today. It was nice to listen to.
Well, if it makes him feel any better, Francis fucked too.
Oh, dude, I think they got a little Dominion action over there.
Well, like I said, 2020, 2024, same thing's going to happen. There's absolutely no way he's going to win. Absolutely none. They will go, and maybe he does, but they'll do something Jan 6. And I still believe Hakeem Jeffrey's going to be president of the United States come this time next year.
And I think we will well and properly be doing something entirely different that we haven't done for 248 years.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, that was fun.
I think people will roll over.
Hey, what I really appreciate is that we took this completely downhill at the very end. We had a wonderful, funny show. And we're gonna
What do you mean? Did you read the last super chat that I threw up there?
Which one?
This one.
Oh, SFXF. 314 Sabertooth Raptor says, is Toxic Man Flu Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget? Toxin Cat would be a great villain for movie ideas, I think. I'll get you, Gadget.
I need to be all the bad guys from all the Bruce Lee films.
I'll get you, Gadget.
Because when you see Claw, Dr. Claw, that's what I think of.
Oh, I think I finally figured out why Tox hates Spider-Man so much. He's Doc Ock.
No.
Yes.
Spider-Man is the comic book version of Wesley Crusher to me.
Okay, Doc.
Thank you, SFX F314 Sabertooth Raptor, with all of your piggy bank money and culture cash. I appreciate it.
Dude, you've been a big supporter of culture tonight. He needs that.
I do.
Guy's got low self-esteem.
I look, I know, but I'm not a dweeb. I'm just a sucker with no self-esteem. Okay, let's not have me sing. Let's do one last commercial, Talks, and let's call it see ya.
What, the scary one?
No, not the...
No.
The chat's been clamoring for this too.
What?
What was that? Last month?
You got your one. We're not in June anymore.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
What?
That's a June.
I thought
thing.
it lasted all year.
No, this is America Month. Say.
This is Freedom Month, baby.
Right.
Yeah.
And culture's free to be who he wants to be.
Oh, boy.
Did you see? Okay, what was I crazy? Was I crazy to post that that the doodle that Google put out there that did not have jack all to do with 4th of July?
Oh, I saw that.
No, what did they do? I missed that.
Dude, they put out like all the different landscapes of America, and then on the and by the way, they were all in the pride flag colors. And then on the very bottom of the letters, they put the flag. They put the flag on the bottom of the alphabet. It's not missed on me that the owner of Google is Alphabet.
Oh, yeah.
Owner? I mean, or
the owner.
The current CEO. I mean,
no.
It's a publicly traded company. It's not owned by a single person.
The company, well, actually, technically, Alphabet's traded. Google is the parent company of Alphabet.
I thought Alphabet was the parent company of Google.
Isn't that what I just said?
You said it the other way around. Google.
No, I've got to play the outro, Twisted and Cynthia. We still have 35 minutes, and I've got to get up at like 3 a.m.
Then hit the button for a change. Good Lord. Oh, Jolly's not in there. Docs, fix it.
Yeah.
He's not going to be able to AOA up.
Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back.
Here we go.
I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that.
Hey,
to make you go take it back. I go crazy when I'm mad. And I go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I don't fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you. Choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll play it on your face to make you go take it back.
All right. right, everybody, have an incredible week. We love ya. I love Sundays. Have a great night, everybody.
Tuck and roll.
Tuck and